Alrighty everyone, we're back for more Total Warhammer 3 multiplayer, and today we are in a midweek faction wars. I mean, I titled the tournament that way, but yeah, basically it is a faction wars, but hopefully a more casual format. Thing is, I don't know how casual this might be. Maybe it might not be casual. I don't know. But yeah, like it's just a really quick casual format. Hopefully everyone's playing meme builds. If not, then we might have a bit of an issue. But well, it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah, we are on the battlefield of Total Warhammer once more. Let's just try some meme builds. Wild Heart, extra ingredients, tick these off. Wison's well from Flock of Doom, and Hence a Penetrable Pelt doesn't do shit. So let's go Curse of Warhammer here. And I just need more Iron Guts. Anyways, I need to figure out my my army build against Pigmen first, and then we can figure out the rest. This is gonna be a tough battle. Pigman is quite a strong opponent. Like he is pretty good. Like I know he's a bit of a controversial player, but like when he takes he does take some really strong builds all the time. So there's that. What else? I don't know if I want to pick Iron Guts. They're gonna get Reese's or Cake. Come on, man. I'm not taking healing already, man. Like, let me have this one. Come on. But yeah, I don't even. Let's just Ogre Horde this shit. Stop yelling ban, for fuck's sake. I'm already not taking like meta units, for fuck's sake. Yeah, whatever. I'll just take this and see what happens. I mean, it's Tzeentch. It's gonna be a ton of shooting. Let's see. Oh well, whatever. I don't give a damn for anymore. Look. I'm already not taking the Slaughtermaster with heals, so let me have this one, okay? Like I can't actively heal my shit. I mean, I can technically throw my Slaughtermaster into like an enemy blob and hopefully get some regeneration, but that's about it. I do have my Bloody Cleaver, so there's that. What the fuck is this meta army? Dude, that was an army I loaded in like in previous battles. That was like what, half a week ago when I was playing in the Warpstone Cup. I had to go meta in that one, okay? Money is on the line. But yeah, it is shit. Did that? No way. See, he forgot to. Okay, Pigman forgot to set maps. I'm just gonna quickly tell him about. Oh no, he didn't. I just it's RNG decided it's Alpine Ridge. Okay, never mind. Because basically, the way I assign the maps to the rounds is that I just kind of run it through like a random number generator on my Excel sheet. And just kind of copy and paste from the top of the list down till the and then like until I fill up all the rounds with maps. So yeah, Alpine Ridge. This is gonna be a lot of shooting in my way. Oof, I don't like this. But yeah, let's fucking go, yeah, boy. This is gonna be shit. I don't know how to deal with halberds actually. I should have got some lead belchers, but I guess it's not a bad thing I didn't bring any lead belchers. Because if I did, then they're not gonna get to shoot, which is a problem here. Due to the Alpine Ridge map. I forgot to check maps, so yeah. The question is this gonna be a Burning Head or is this gonna be Blue Fire? I know I said no tryhard builds, or try not to bring tryhard builds, but then again, Pigman is indeed a very competitive player, so he might be taking certain stronger builds. I don't know. But of course I haven't played against him for a while, so we shall see. I don't know. But yeah, we are playing against Pigman today, and yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, this is like a faction wars format. Everyone picks like a faction and sticks to it till the end. The end game is best of 3 though, so like you can We do have some way to try to add some variety to like the faction wars best of 3. So instead of like allowing people to pick whatever they want according to the rule set, we also added an additional restriction. You can't bring the same lord twice in the best of 3. So yeah, if you bring a Soul Stealer Dragon as a Dark Elves, you can't bring in a second round, and you start limiting your options if you just pick the most meta stuff first. But yeah, let's see what happens here. We shall... Okay, Big Man said he's 100% bringing a fun build, so let's see what happens. I am gonna hoard this shit. Let's go full rush, and no Belchers, no shit. Alright, I don't have any ways to deal with. We can technically deal with them. Alright, let's shoot. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Yeah, boy! Nobbler! Shoot! Nobbler, start shooting! Oh, okay, we need to fall back with the Iron Guts. Nobbler, start shooting! You're my hope in shooting everything. Oh no, it's blue fire! Oh no! I don't have anything to deal with the... Oh, kills a lot of Tzeentch. Oh, blue fire spam! Wait, no, these are blue scribes. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is definitely meme built material. Oh, the thing is, I don't have any ways to counter. Oh shit, this is a. Oh, okay. Let's just fall back a bit here. I'm gonna move these guys up to shoot maybe. Let's just fall these the hell back. And oh god. Oh god! The top-down charge! The problem is like... Oh no, we're getting shot pretty hard. Let's just rush over and start chugging in stuff. Alright, we are getting hit pretty hard at the back line there, so we shall, Can we? Yeah, we can. Let's just do that. Oh, and we're already like... Okay, they're kind of stuck, which is fine for me, I guess. Let's just get some damage out, and then we can start chasing things off. Alright, go fight them. And hopefully something can save my shit in the front line, and yeah, let's just move out. We don't have any way to deal with the blue scribes right now, which is a bit annoying. Okay, we lost most of our saber tusk, which is not great. Alright, cool. Let's just go fight these guys. They're charging in, which is fine for me. Let's just counter charge a bit. Okay, let's just come over here, shoot them. Out! Flensing Ruin. Why do you do that? Why do you feel the need to Flensing Ruin me? Alright, shoot back to the front. Oh, why are you guys out there? Alright, you guys keep pulling back in. Alright, let's just keep draining them, and they're getting... This guy's getting fucked pretty hard. The problem is I can't get anything to route right now. So I'm not getting any points to charge up my faction ability. The kiting is also kiting me pretty hard. I don't know how fun this one is though. I'm not gonna lie. This is I don't have anything to counter the kite. Ah! Really should have brought the lead belchers, but that's too meta. No. Ah! Well, good luck to Joy Boy. Oh shit, I forgot about all of these guys. I couldn't get a healing out, and my lord is dead. Ah! Alright, let's just kill these guys. Hopefully they can do something on the charge impact. To be fair, Pigman did bring blue scribes, so there's that. So that is actually memeing. Oh, I think I'm just getting frustrated about losing. Don't worry about it. Let's go. And let's see how far we can go. But the Lord is getting wrecked. I mean, we're getting some stuff done, but not great. It's just not great. Their Lord is still alive, and our ogres are kind of dying all over the place. Oh, there are some guys returning. We don't have enough ability charge to like get a healing or anywhere. Like all my stuff are kind of on the verge of death. I guess we can send something over here to kill things. I really should have brought a lead belcher, but that's meta though. I don't know. Let's go this way. Alright, let's just charge. And they're off again. Really? So are you routing or not, misters? Charge it and it runs. Fucking hell. Yeah, Ogre without I think this is our run. Oh no. Oh no. I guess a better build would be just having a hunter on a Stonehorn. I don't know. Then again, this is there's no soul grinder here, so the anti-large shots are not gonna have a good target. Maybe blue scribes, maybe, just maybe though. But yeah, everything else is dead right now. One change bringer destroys the entire army. Let's just hope Pigman has a bit of there's no change bringers. Out of forgiven lead belchers against Tzeentch. Well, whatever. GG to Pigman for the win here, and yeah, he'll be moving on to the next stage of battle while we are just gonna jump into another lobby hopefully and start peeking on others' battles. But yeah, I don't have anything to counter the freaking blue scribes in this, guys. He just slowly but surely sniped out my lord with the shots and Spirit Leech and Flensing Ruin. That's some pretty good like yeah. That's some pretty good like single entity damage overall and RNG actually. Yeah, GG. A lot of damage with the blue scribes, and then I don't have anything to counteract the spawn of Tzeentch Rush really, because I'm just trying to fight everything in melee, and the lead belchers, I mean the Iron Guts really didn't pay for themselves, having horrible fights all over the place. Mostly because the spawn of Tzeentch lowered their armor, making them more vulnerable to the Spear Marauder damage. I kind of misused the Saber Tusk, trying to chase after the Murder Horsemen instead of just keeping them in position to screen. I think that was my main downfall there. Anyways, GG to Pigman, and yeah. But damn, like Pigman got some really good RNG with blue scribes, Spirit Leech, and then Flensing Ruin. Like goddamn. Anyways, we shall move on to. Oh wait, actually, let me just download some replays first. Wait, he got Traderkin as well? Oh god, that explains why my stuff died so fast. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I was doomed by RNG last round. Fuck, man. Flensing Ruin, Spirit Leech, Traderkin. Like, what the fuck? It's definitely an RNG of counter your single entities. If you want single entities, you're all dead. Yeah, let me just quickly send a message to Gorak and Sirith, and hopefully they will set up a spectator slot. Grits, I dare you to watch my replay and reconsider whatever you brought. Wait, what faction are you using? Hold on a second, let me just check. Bruh, you're bringing VP. Bruh. VP meme game and Ogre Kingdoms meme game are different. Anyways, let's see if Sirith or Goraj can actually set up something for us to spectate and peek. Off mana, skip the Nobbler Trapper, stack up on Ogres, weather the kite. I don't know. I guess I can do that, but I don't know if that's gonna meet like the troop count, cause ogres only? Their troop count is shit. You know what? What I should have bring is actually just a ton of Stonehorns. No, a ton of Crushers and Mournfangs. Now that's a meme game for sure. But yeah, I need to see if anyone can let me spectate. I don't want to just keep. Oh, cool. They are setting things up. Oh no. I'm not gonna go spectate. I'm not supposed to just load in. I need to turn on the screen blocker and load in on the spectator split. Panopod, I would have forgiven lead bouchers against these that it's still a bit meta. Like, I think lead bouchers are really strong against any infantry formations, and like if I bring my usual build, it would be considered really meta. Which is why I tried like an Ogre rush and just horde of Ogre and Nobblers trying to go in melee. Obviously it didn't go well. Just getting kited to death on all fronts. Now this time Gorach going for Nurgle versus Sirith, going for Bretonnia, two very strong factions in the meta, and Gorach going for an interesting army. I like the thematic options here. But I do wonder what kind of army would. Oh god, not the Bretonnians, they are memeing. They are memeing for sure. Now, if I don't want to talk about the army builds, but yeah, I'm just gonna drop some hints here and there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, shit, I finished on my ice cream already. Yeah. Anyways, I was having like there's this ice cream in the UK called Cornish ice cream. It is really nice because they instead of usually using milk for ice cream, which also makes the ice cream really hard when they're frozen and all that, the Cornish ice cream uses clotted cream instead, and like even if you just pull it out of the freezer, it's still relatively soft and you can actually cut through it with a spoon relatively easy, and it's like a rich while it's a really rich ice cream. After all, it's freaking clotted cream, but I really love this dessert from I think it's UK only usually. I mean, it's literally called Cornish ice cream, so but yeah, I really like it. Oh no, bro, I'm seeing meta units here. Ah, well, whatever. Like, to be fair, even if we're memeing, we can't go full meme, I suppose. So I'm not gonna judge anyone on their meminess. I mean, there's definitely meme options here. I can see the meme part of this army. Oh god, what? Oh god, this meme part is actually going very meme. What the fuck? What the fuck is this spell selection? Okay, I already kind of spoiled that the meme part is the spell selection, so I'll allow that. It's a meme tournament after all, yeah. Yes, indeed. I'll allow. Whoa. Wait, how many Grail units does Fruit Rules allow now? I kind of forgot. 2 or 3 or 4. I mean, I don't think it's 4, but like 2 or 3. Actually, I don't. I don't think it says here. So I assume they just cut out the Grail. Yeah, I think, yeah, they cut out the Grail selection. Alright. To be fair, it's not full meme. Oh no. It's not full meta. Okay, never mind. He's really leaning into a bit of the meme now. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely leaning into meme, and bro, what the fuck? I said meme army, not shitty units army. Okay, this is not a shitty unit per se, but it's also not the most amazing either. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, for fuck's sake, decide your armies and load it in so I can actually talk about your army picks. Come on. Alright, anyways, we wait a bit. Alrighty, we are loading in. Ladies and gentlemen, here are 3 Rot Knights from Nurgle. Plus 5 Pestigals, plus 2 Throwing Axes, Horsemen, and a Chaos Warhound with Poison, leading the army a Chaos Sorcerer of Death. On the other side is an XSE. XSE is like a rare single entity, right? XSE? And it's a Grail Reliquary. Who cares? No, I wait. Didn't he bring? Oh, let me just check what actually loaded in, because I saw like multiple Grail units. Actual Grail Cavalry. Okay. Yeah, multiple actual Grail Cavalry. Royal Pegasus Knights. The Royal Hippogriff Knights. Exempt single entity. Oh, exempt single entity. Okay, yeah. And I think there's a Grail Cav on the ground. Yeah. Oh, Knights of the Realm. Okay, no. Wait, no. That's the Grail Knights. The thing is, I don't think Fruit Rules have a cap specifically saying Grail units. So I don't think there's any more Grail limitations outside of the cap stuff, I think. The way they are limiting Grail units is just like Grail Knights and Grail Guardians are limited to the same amount, and yeah. Yeah, so what happened is 1 Royal Pegasus Knight, 1 Royal Hippogriffs, and 1 Grail Knight versus 3 Rot Knights. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, Serif going for the rest of the army is just Peasant, Frontline, and multiple Men-at-Arms, and a line of Peasant Bows. Leading army, King Luan Leonker, but the real meme part of this army, everything is pretty meta, it's this. A Damsel of Heavens with only Chain Lightning. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work with the magic. I mean, there's no healing for the Grail, so there are no Grail Reliquary, unfortunately. But like, yeah, I think that's fine. The thing about Grail units is that they're super lethal when combined with healing, but when there's no healing on the field, it's more acceptable. It's more acceptable. Like, damage you deal against them is gonna be permanent, and yeah, they can't just drop a regrowth and come back full health or something. So like, this is relatively acceptable, though I do reckon the Chain Lightnings will be pretty good against the Rot Knight. So let's see what happens here. Full front line of Pesticles are Vanguard deployed, while the Bretonnians are forming up for the usual multi-layer strategy here. In the skies, the Royal Hippogriff Knights are accompanying King Luan, and yeah, that is pretty much for the army builds. The Beastmen army is super simple. 3 Rot Knights, 2 Throwing Axes, 1 Poison Hounds, and 1 Pestic. We already checked it out in the loading screen. And yeah, just waiting for both armies to ready up now. I think one of them already hit ready, and yeah, we're just waiting for them, or the others. Alright, let's go. Peasant Bows should be able to do pretty well against the Pestigals, though they do have 25% missile resistance, so they can weather the damage okay-ish, not the best, but still okay-ish. Especially they do have a loose formation, so the shots are gonna be less accurate. These are peasants after all, so their accuracy are pretty shit. Anyways, Grail Cavalry, the Grail Knights are charging in. King Luan and the Royal Hippogriffs are also trying to drop down on the Pestigors. But here comes the Rot Knights moving up. They don't have a charge order. They only have a movement order. This might be a little bit of a miss here, but there are the Pestigors pinning down the Royal Hippogriffs and the Rot Knights charging in, doing some really pretty good charge impact damage. Peasants are moving in, and Pestigors will be going in to like kill the men-at-arms. Royal Hippogriffs taking more and more damage, while the Grail Knights here relatively fine after the engagement. Oh, a little bit of a chain lightning going down, but I think she cancelled with a cast of Scroll of Shielding, just to try to mitigate some of the damage against the Royal Hippogriffs. Royal Knights now being countercharged by the Royal Hippogriffs and Royal Pegasus. No, wait, Royal Pegasus and the Grail Knights charging in. And the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle with only Fate of Yuna to deal with cavalry. Really, I think he's still trying to charge up the magic to cast the spell, because right now he's not doing anything. On the side, their Knights of the Realm are getting hacked down by the Pestigors and Rot Knights combo. That's a lot of anti-armor damage. Though on here, the Rot Knights are weathering a lot of damage, are definitely having a little bit of a tough time. Oh no, more and more damage accumulating on the Rot Knights, and the regeneration was unable to keep up. At least the Fate of Yuna is out, though Chain Lightning. Oh, right. Chain Lightning is an anti-blob spell. I was thinking of the Renounced Thunderbolt for some reason, but Chain Lightning is bombarding this Nurgle blob, doing some pretty good damage, and the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle is completely surrounded by Grail Cavalry. The Fate of Yuna is doing work against the Grail Knights, but only cut down half of their HP, while the rest of the Nurgle rush is losing steam, and they're just kind of crumbling on all fronts. Pestigors rushing in. More of the Rot Knights are also moving over. Chaos Warhounds of Poison are engaging, but with only the Peasant Bows buckling right now, there's nothing, like, the Nurgle army isn't making enough of a breakthrough to punch across the enemy formation. Like, even without healing, Grail Cavalry is still quite scary, but at least they're not getting the heals, I suppose. But yeah, still, unfortunately, the Nurgle army still wasn't able to outclass the Grail Cav in the Cav department. So yeah, one of them did pretty decent in terms of damage, but unfortunately, it's just the Nurgle push just absolutely get wrecked by multiple Grail units on the charge. They couldn't last long enough till like the late game, where the lack of healing will really come through. I might actually limit Grail Cavalry to like 1 or 2 next time. Yeah, anyways, this is pretty much like the first time I'm trying out this idea, and kind of like still testing out the waters. So there might be some changes in terms of like the tournament format and tournament rule sets in the future, as I hopefully host more similar tournaments. And yeah, getting some Grail Cavalry as always very solid, and unfortunately the Nurgle rush just couldn't match their Cav. Oh, nice. Writer Rohan has a replay file called I Made Seepa Mad. Brilliant. Alright, let's see who else is free to do the battles live. If not, we can just move over to replays for a bit there. Oh, okay, we can keep watching, because it's gonna be another Nurgle versus Bretonnia. Okay, I will skip that one for now. Oh, Race and Nurgle's PA might not be starting yet. And now we're just gonna jump around on the... Jump around. Is there anything that has a spectator slot? No, nothing. Alright, cool. We'll see if... Okay, let's see. Whoa, Rider of Rohan. Oh, give me a second. Let me just figure out where to check out more battles. It's fine. I can just. I don't. Ray's already loaded into their game, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna check if anyone else is still setting up a lobby. Yeah, I'm gonna check if Rider of Rohan has a spectator slot. Oh right, no. Let me just check. General Eisenbart has fought the first battle. Oh, he only finished the first battle a few minutes ago. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'll check out a couple replays, 1 or 2 replays, and then join back into Rider of Rohan's lobby, and yeah, and spectate their fight. Alright, let's go and check out some replay files. Alright, I need to download those first. Give me a second. Oh shit, we already have way too many. Yeah, we already have wait, who sent me an autosave? Give me a second. Who sent me an autosave without... Oh, okay, that's block second build fight. Alrighty. Replays and then drop those files in, and yeah, we go. This is our fight. This is Empire versus Slaanesh. Is that double net? There's no way it's double net. Yep, no, not double net, but the Light Wizard is going for full missiles. This is beautiful. And yeah, there's also Wolfheart, Marcus Wolfheart there. Grail has better stats than many faction lords. They're Grails after all. In all games so far, I've only seen one army each bringing a meme build. One person always brought a serious build. Not a sprint. Yeah, they're meme components, so I'll allow it. It's still a plus. I'll add in more restrictions to limit the non-meme, the sweatiness of builds in the future. That's what I'm hoping to do and see what happens here. Anyways, army builds: Empire versus Slaanesh. Empire front line of spears with shields. Actually, I forgot to check who against who in this game. And a second line of Free Company militia. Third line of silver bullets and huntsmen. Fourth line of halberds. Plus 3 knights of the Black Rose to act as a bit of a defensive cavalry to hold down enemy troops, especially the mobility. Yeah, and also the Light Wizard coming in with a full artillery loadout. Wait, they have, oh yeah, there's regular spellmastery. Shim's Burning Gaze and Blast Bound Spell. Basically a single cast fireball. Marcus Wolfheart does have a net and has the Ember Bolt. So I guess this build is pretty much just burst damage with magical damage missiles. Anyways, on the other side of the battlefield, 3 units of Plague Bearers and 2 blue horrors of Tzeentch, and then on the flank, Seekers of Slaanesh, plus some Chaos Furies of Khorne Slaanesh, and same goes for the other side. Leading the army, an Exalted Keeper of Secrets with Pavane of Slaanesh, Acquiescence, and Seductive Glory. That's a lot of rampage. Let's see what happens here, as Marcus and the Light Wizard are still just kind of poking around with the help of some Huntsmen. The Plague Bearers did take quite a bit of damage. Ooh, here comes the first Shim's Burning Gaze. Take a huge chunk of health from the Exalted Keeper of Secrets. Oh god! That's like, what, 20% of HP gone? Very strong. I didn't expect it to be so strong against the Exalted Keeper of Slaanesh. I guess she doesn't. I don't know what to call them. They don't have that much resistance. Like, they don't have missile they don't have missile resistance. That explains. Anyways, Fury Seekers are all piling into the back line, trying to deal with the Free Company Militia and the Huntsmen and shut down those Demons missile. The Demons are engaging in front line now. Plague Bearers clashing into spears while Blue Horrors chucking in those blue warp flame, trying to do some damage here. Marcus Wolfheart will continuously poking at Blue Horrors, really? Oh no, a net! Pinning down the Exalted Keeper of Secrets, but at least Marcus is rampage with a Pavane of Slaanesh being lured into the fight against Blue Horrors. All Blue Horrors just blasting away at the Free Company Militia. On the far side there, Seekers actually managed to beat down the Empire Knights. Oh, they are just Empire Knights. Okay, so I guess 2 Black Rose. No, just 1 Empire Knight. 2 Empire Knights plus 1 Knights of the Black Rose. Knights of the Black Rose still very much healthy, but yeah, the Marcus Wolfheart here, unfortunately, after Rampage with Pavane and Seductive Glory once again lured him into a fight, and the Exalted Keeper of Secrets is trying to burst him down, but another cast of the Shim's Burning Gaze take out a huge chunk of health from Marcus Wolfheart. Once again, something needs to be done to the Light Wizard. At the back there, Huntsmen taking a lot of damage from all the missiles, and they're running out. Yeah, not Huntsmen, the Seekers of Slaanesh, they were attacking the Huntsmen. And one Seekers was down, the second is also soon to be gone. Only the Furies are kind of left here, while Marcus is still stuck in a melee fight, but the Exalted Keeper of Secrets seems to be having some trouble really kill him off here. He's just keep getting knocked over and stuff, and not really doing enough damage. Another good hit, but the missiles is the main concern here. There's really nothing to shut down those Empire missiles anymore, and the Huntsmen fire overload. Another use. Oh, this time it seems the Shim's Burning Gaze completely missed, as the Exalted Keeper of Secrets it was moving forward, trying to get further into the Empire formations. Now finally, the front line of the Demons of Chaos have broken through, but the Free Company Militia and the Huntsmen are just easily cutting down what's left, shooting up what's left of the Demon's army. Another net from Marcus Wolfheart, pinning down the Exalted Keeper of Slaanesh. It's another Pavane. Yes, a Pavane of Halberdiers, though. Not the Huntsman, not the handgun, so might be a miscast, I'm afraid, as, yeah. At this point, the Lord of the Demons of Chaos is dead, and, oh, he doesn't disappear back to the warp. Okay, interesting. But yeah, there's not really much the demons can do to turn this game around. I reckon it's almost time. Anyways. That is it for this game here. And yeah. GG to both players. That unfortunately, a very gutsy rush from the Exalted Keepers, Keeper of Secrets and the Seekers of Slaanesh. It's just they're a little too fragile, being shot up on all fronts by freaking Free Company Militia, man. Very cheap, cost-efficient missiles, I suppose, and they can actually fend themselves pretty well. They can actually handle themselves pretty well in a fight against Fury. So unfortunately, the Fury disruption was not working, and yeah, they have been shut down. Alright, this is the... Let's see if Rider of Rohan is in anything yet. Let me just check. Wait, what? Oh, Rider of Rohan might be in a different game or something. Okay. Let me just see if any of the players are still... Oh, Rider of Rohan is still waiting for the opponent, I believe. Yeah. Rusto and General Eisenberg are still duking it out. Alright, it seems that Rider of Rohan's opponent is still kind of in a fight. So we don't know who is fighting in that match yet. But like we've seen Pigman versus we've seen a battle from Pigman, we've seen a battle from Sirith. And the only matchup in the semi-final? No, that's quarterfinals? Quarterfinals. But yeah, in round 3 that we haven't seen and is still kind of ongoing right now is Rider of Rohan versus whoever wins between Rusto and General Eisenberg. So we'll have to wait for them, wait for one of them to emerge victorious and go fight Rider of Rohan. Otherwise, we will just keep watching. Yeah, keep watching the replays for now. Oh boy. Rikatan. Oh no, free. That is a full Eshin Warlock Engineer Assassin and Sneakage. Yeah, unfortunately it seems that one of the hardest things to enforce in this tournament is how to define a meme build. Because so far what I've seen is people would bring like a few off-meta units and then the rest is just like meta build. So which doesn't really match the whole meme condition when like it is still pretty much the same army with some minor changes. So yeah, might have to cancel ban the meta factions maybe. Yeah. What I'm thinking is perhaps I can just go for the like I can still do the regular faction wars, but sometimes I will switch out the faction wars and bring in like a non-meta format but a little bit harder to harder to run tournament that encourages people to meme hard, because like those are harder to run, so I don't really want to do that all the time. But like faction wars probably can just stay as is and people can just bring meta builds and whatnot. Plus it is hard to enforce please try to meme, like yeah, I think people will still try to work around it a bit. And this is not exactly what I'm looking for. So like it's either like a full meme tournament or a regular tournament with no restrictions, and everyone would try to be sweaty. I think that might work a bit better. Like I've got a few like meme tournament ideas that have been tested out, and I can just organize them. It's just harder to run. I need to collect all the army builds and make sure, check every battle if the army builds are fine or whatnot. But yeah, they do have, like I do have some ideas that have been trialed and tested and people have had fun with it. It's just it's just more annoying to run, especially on like a workday evening. But yeah, I can I'll probably just have to cancel the try to meme thing and Because unfortunately, gamers will be gamers. As somebody said up further up the chat, Panopod said. Ban meta factions doesn't really work either, because like if you ban the first meta factions and suddenly you have some like also stronger factions among the meta that will still suck. Plus, like, how can you define what is meta faction and what is not, right? Like Empire, certainly Empire, like Cathay is kind of treading the line here. Cathay has been really strong historically, but recently after all the nerfs, they are at a more manageable position right now. Banning meta factions just make the next tier factions meta. Exactly. Like, it doesn't help. And yeah, okay, actually I need to I've got more replays now. And also I need to keep an eye out on my chat to see if Rider Rohan has his opponent ready or something. But yeah, unfortunately it's just hard. Okay, no. I think Russell and General Eisenbart are still duking it out. Damn, they're taking it a while. But yeah, unfortunately it just doesn't quite work easily. Anyways, let's just hop into the Chaos Dwarf versus Skaven battle. Blocks versus Archangel. Blocks going for a triple Fireborn. Not the Elven one, but the Kadai Fireborn. Leading the army, we have a Sorcerer Prophet of something. Then there's a Great Taurus, an Iron Demon, 2 Wolf Raiders, and 3 Hobgoblin Cutthroats. Wait, no, they're not Cutthroats. Yeah, they're Cutthroats. Yeah, Cutthroats. Yep. Not the sneaky ones. All right, let's see what the Sorcerer Prophet is. Sorcerer Prophet of Fire, very standard stuff actually. Burning Head really good against Skaven frontline. For the Skaven army, a double Assassin, Deathmaster Tzeentch, and Assassin regular one with Assassin's Trophy, really good ability against single entity that lowers their stats. Now for the other side of the battlefield, Skaven's going for the Skaven Slaves front line, a second line of Poison Wind Globes, and some Clan Vulcan Tail Slashes, Ascension Triads. Warlock Jezzails are already opening fire at the Iron Demon, which is blasting away at some of the Skaven Spears. Natty Booble's Sharpshooter, another unit of Triads, the Ixious Triads, and 2 more units of Red Ogres. Now the Jezzails might be firing, but oh no, the Howling Warp Gale pinning down the Sorcerer Prophet, but it's getting knocked around a little bit by the missile, so not a lot of damage from the Jezzails just yet. Plus the spells incoming activated the Chalice of Blood and Darkness, yeah, adding some healing, while over here Kadai Fireborn just plowing straight through the Skaven Slaves, and they're actually cutting down the Poison Wind Globadiers pretty effectively. The Poison Wind Globes are not doing much damage against them. Skavens, as always, quite weak against enemy monstrous infantry, and indeed Kadai Fireborn are monstrous infantry, and they do shred through the armor on the Skaven's weapons teams. You can see that just one charge from them immediately shreds through half of the HP from the Nanti-Bubos, and now they're actually almost entirely killed off. Wolf Raiders are rushing in as well, trying to disrupt the Skaven defenses, while Kadai Fireborn annihilated all the Poison Wind Globadiers. Now the Ixious Triads are trying to fight them, but for some reason, they're taking a ton of damage in the fight. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck was happening? Burning Head down on the Clan Vulcan Tail Slasher now, but they do have some fire resistance, so it is not as devastating against them, but holy hell, the Ashen Triads get annihilated by the Kadai Fireborn. And the Kadai Fireborn are still relatively healthy. I suppose the Triads don't have, like they... Oh, these are... Where's the other Ixious Triads? Oh, they're there. Oh yeah, those are the fake ones. Those are the Shadow Clone no Jutsu, so they were fine. Like, the entire unit got killed because they don't have melee stats whatsoever. They just have the HP to tank it. And without the physical resistance, they're not that tanky, honestly, the Ixious Triads. Like, you can see now this charge just killed quite a bit of... Oh god, what happened with the Kadai Fireborn? Why are... They're just shredding through whatever HP left on the Triads, actually. To be fair, they do have anti-infantry bonus and magical attack, so the physical resistance on the Ixchis Triads and their additional melee defenses and whatnot does not help in this scenario, and they're just getting cut down. Iron Demons has been applying those terror wherever it went, and just killed a bunch of terror routed off a bunch of Skaven, sent them running to the hills. Tzeentch and the assassins, unfortunately, constantly knocked around by the Kadai Fireborn, unable to get to their target. A Deathmaster Sigil was used earlier, but unfortunately they couldn't catch up to the... what are you doing, Sorcerer Prophet? Why are you going after those assassins? This Sorcerer Prophet is ballsy as hell. But yeah, Bill Torox on the other side has chased off some poor Poison Globes, and I will be returning to the fight soon. At this point, I don't think the Skavens can do anything to pull it back, unfortunately. And yeah, that might just be it for the Skavens. The rest of the army are still kind of fighting, but what can they do against such reckless fire charge? What can you do against such hatred and burning hatred? That's the word. What can you do against such burning hatred when literally everything on your other side of the battlefield is on fire? Very much burning for sure. And yeah, I think that should be it for this one battle. Let's just fast forward here, as the rest of the Skavens were also sent running for the hills, down to pretty much the 3 single entities here, which are trying to kill the Iron Demon. Now, can they clutch it out? My answer would be no, but let's see how much damage they can cause. Maybe they can kill one Kadai Fireborn? Nope. Snake is just getting beaten up hard in melee. And they killed off... Nope, they still haven't killed off the Fireborn. I think the Snake just died in the mix. GG. Alright, it seems that Rusto versus General Eisenberg is finally done. So it's going to be Rusto versus Rider of Rohan next. Anyways, let's just check the army performances. One of the Kadai Fireborn, absolutely impressive performance with anti-infantry, armor piercing. Very solid stuff there. And Death Trine was a clone, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hello, Undead Man Hank. Final pot stat spells only, maybe, like, Rusto and Rider of Rohan are ready, so I'm just gonna quickly find their lobby after this. Yeah, a lot of damage done with, god, basically the whole Chaos Dwarfs army performed pretty well. 2 of the Kadai Fireborn are dead, but so are all of these weapons teams, and everything is dead. Only, yeah, nothing really survives here, unfortunately. One of the Poison Globes somehow managed to earn back their Valiant and some more, but the other 2, after the Skaven slaves broke, they just immediately fell victim to the Kadai Fireborn, which was some brutal stuff for sure. And yeah, that is the game. Now we go and find the next battle. We can finally cast something live. Screen blocker. Alright, High Elves versus Dark Elves. This is a grudge match. And let's see what happens here. My god, what is this? What is this High Elf army? Interesting choices. Let's see what the Dark Elves are coming up with. But yeah, I guess I will start. I do want to host tournaments more regularly, so maybe I'll start hosting tournaments regularly on Wednesdays. Like, if I'm feeling a little bit low on energy, or if I'm busy that week, I'll just do the faction wars and just skip the whole non-meta stuff. One idea that I can, I said I have multiple ideas for like meme tournaments, and one of them, yet another, I actually hosted this one idea before, so it's been tested. That's basically like a tournament where you build a build and use the single build for the entire game. Now, the catch is you're not using the build yourself. Your opponent is using your build, so players will have to try and make the worst army of the entire tourney and try to screw their opponent with it. Like everyone makes an army and let their opponent use it, but whoever wins in the battle, basically if you win with your opponent's army build, you get to advance in the match. Like you get to advance in the tournament. So yeah, it's essentially who can make the worst army tournament, and that way everyone is trying to make the worst army possible. Yeah, and it's not gonna be meta at all. Like people have brought like multiple spellcasters, all of them without spells, and and it's stupid. Like you see like 3 high elf mages and archmage, and they're just standing around trying to duke it out in melee with no spells in their bank. But in the next one, if I'm ever hosting that again, I'm just gonna make a rule and saying if you're bringing a spellcaster, you need to bring at least 1 spell on the character. It doesn't matter if it's meta or not, but it has to be a spell at least. Like you can't just bring 3 spellcasters without spells. But it can be useless spells though. That way we can encourage shit spells to be used in battles. We shall see. Okay, this is definitely not a meta Dark Elves with the Lord choice. Very thematic as well. With a couple other units of the army. Well, the High Elves, I guess the High Elves do have a slightly stronger build. We shall see what happens here, but we're gonna have to wait for them to load up. I mean, they're still kind of figuring out what to bring in the battle, so we shall see. But yeah, hopefully I can host another battle next, and host another tournament next Wednesday. We'll see what happens. Like, again, I want to host more tourneys. Like over the past like year or so, I've been slacking off a lot in terms of tournament hosting, other than just picking up somebody else's tournament instead of hosting my own shit. Like, yeah. So maybe I will try to pick up some slack this year. Like also partly because like yeah, that also partly because my job is a little bit more stable, just a little bit though. Like as in like I'm kind of getting used to it a little bit more, and basically I have a bit more flexible scheduling that I can squeeze off some time to play. But yeah, we shall see what happens here. Right, it seems that both armies are set and probably still have some final tweaks. And we should be able to move on to the next one. I think Pigmen and Sirith are almost done with their semifinals actually. They're actually fighting semifinals. I just need to wait for yeah, okay, they're ready. I just need to wait for Rusto and Rider of Rohan finish the game, and then we'll be moving on in the same lobby, and it's whoever wins versus Reist. Yeah, Reist. So, army builds here. High Elves, 5 units of White Lions of Shrey's, 3 Dragon Princes, 1 of them Fireborn, and then instead of the fire stuff, we have an icy stuff, Frostbird, Frostheart Phoenix, and then leading the army Tyrion plus a Beast Caster. Come on, load in. On the other side of the battlefield, I kind of remember who, what did Rusto brought. So Rakarth leading the army with Hydra, right? Yeah, Hydra. Wait, hold on a second. What did the Beastcaster brought? Only Flock of Doom. Okay. On the other side of the battlefield, Dark Elves frontline, mixture of Bleak Swords and some Black Corsairs. There are some Dread Spears as well. 3 units of Dark Shards, a few Cult One Knights, a couple only actually. A War Hydra, Hail Hydra, and a single Sorceress Beast. And yeah, Rakarth leading the army on his dragon, the Beastmaster, the legendary Beastmaster. Now, for the army, for the abilities of Rakarth, Beast Slaver here to add additional bonus versus large and armor piercing, and Beast Lord's Gaze to stop the Dark Elf monsters from rampaging. Not that the Hydra would rampage or anything, but ooh, another takes its place. 4 uses of heal burst. Anyways, wait, how? That's a 50% chances to use, right? No, it does activate 100%. It just takes 60 seconds to cool down and activate. Anyways, Rakarth is on a dragon, so he is gonna be a bit of a beast in melee. But oh, this is Beast Armor of Current Core. This is an ability I don't actually read. Damage resistance plus 11% plus melee defense plus 10. So if he couples that with a Beast Lord's Glare, that's gonna be 20%, 21% of damage resistance against enemies. Like if he casts this ability on himself, which will make him rather tanky. It only requires large targets to be around. Yeah, so like if he just goes fight Tyrion, that will activate as well. The Beast Sorceress has a Pants Impenetrable Pelt, which adds a lot of melee defense and physical resistance to tank it out. Oh, what is this glare? Okay, let me... For some reason, there's an insane glare on this flag. Anyways, yeah. The Dark Elf frontline will start moving up Dark Shards, raining fire onto some of the High Elf units, but oh, this is going to be painful for the Bleak Swords, getting charged like that unbraced. And yeah, 1/4 of HP knocked out from both units. Though the Dark Shards are firing back, and a bit of breath attack from the Hydra did some damage to the Dragon Princes. The problem is that Dragon Princes have good physical resistance and fire resistance, so 45% of damage resistance against the fiery breath. A Flock of Doom though does bypass all those resistance and armor and start chipping away its HP. Koa Knights are counter-charging into the Dragon Princes, but here comes the Fireborn emerging from the forest, and now the Koa Knights are completely wrapped around, unable to get out of this surround. Dark Shards are firing, but nothing is gonna protect them now as the Fireborn are shifting over to kill off the Dark Shards. This is gonna be a bit of a sticky situation here. Rakarth diving on to the White Lions of Trace. Has he used his breath attack? Yep, he used it once. So some of the High Elf units are breaking, but most of them are actually concentrated on the left flank, while the Dark Elves are making a minor breakthrough on this flank over here. Rakarth has gone into the collapsed Dark Elf flank, hoping to stabilize the situation, but there's just not enough bodies from the Dark Elves to really hold back the charge of the High Elves, especially when one of the White Lions actually managed to get through the Dark Elf defenses relatively unscathed and are chasing off the Dark Shards here. Koa Knights charging into these Dragon Princes, but here comes a sandwiching charge from the White Lions of Trace. Tyrion actually took a lot of damage, I suppose, from Rakarth there. With Rakarth's like mighty weapon strength. Another Flock of Doom onto the High Elf units, which is pretty nice, but the High Elves army responded with another Flock of Doom as well. Rakarth, I think he did some good damage. Yeah, he did some really good damage overall. A breath attack from the War Hydra probably did more damage to their own units, but did some chip damage to the Fireborn, so I guess that's fine. Rakarth might want to consider charging Tyrion again to just kill him off, but remember Tyrion do have that Heart of Avalon to keep himself alive. Very nice breath attack from Rakarth though, finishing off one of the White Lions. At the back there, these Koa Knights, unfortunately, it's just gonna get hacked down by all these armor-piercing White Lions, and the Dragon Princes pinning them down. War Hydra once again charging into melee, but Dark Elves are faltering. Their infantry support is dwindling as the High Elves grind through them with their superior front line, all those White Lions. Yeah, the War Hydra unfortunately is just not doing enough here. Another Flock of Doom, this time against the High Elves. So a lot of units getting damaged, But another Flock of Doom from the High Elves as well is a battle of Flock of Dooms. People just draining each other like crazy. Yeah. The White Lions of Thrace, unfortunately, for the Dark Elves, have managed to survive. While the Dreadspears are getting drained and getting slowly grind through by the armored infantry. Dark Shards are still firing from afar, but the White Lions are braving all those AP fire, trying to get to the Dark Shards. And White Lions do have their 30% of missile resistance, so they are less susceptible to those AP shots from the repeater crossbows. War Hydra is getting finished off. A very unfortunate breath attack from Recarve. The Frostheart Phoenix was moving, so it just kind of like dodged away from all the damage from the breath attack. Recarve, though, with all that anti-large armor piercing, is hacking through the defenses of the Frostheart Phoenix. Tyrion is in the fray though, and the War Hydra, with a weak leadership, it's faltering and it has been chased off. Though fortunately for the Dark Elves, there's not much they can do to keep the War Hydra from routing, unless they specifically send Tyrion or the Frostheart Phoenix over to chase it off. Right now, Dark Shards are returning to the fight, and the War Hydra's regeneration might be the only thing keeping the balance of power in the middle for the Dark Elves, really. A lot of the infantry support is gone, but they do have some Dark Shards surviving, and oh, damn. And the Dragon Princes actually got whittled down through prolonged fight. I actually didn't witness how they went down, unfortunately. Oh, but all 3 Dragon Princes have been dealt with now. I suppose the Flock of Dooms really did some good work here. Yeah, they did. The Dark Shots did some pretty okay damage. Nothing too amazing, but the important thing is that they did some damage. However, Recarve has been surrounded by the Fireborn and Tyrion, so this is a bit of a sticky situation. At least the War Hydra activated, though another one takes his place, and almost at his heal cap. The problem is whether they can save Recarve from Tyrion. Balance of power is still in... Oh, damn. The balance of power is still in the Dark Elf favor, with Tyrion getting really low. And the War Hydra is all that healing really coming in clutch, but Tyrion comes in with his own heal burst. And, yeah. Unfortunately for the Dark Elves, Tyrion survives with his Heart of Avalon proc. War Hydra is still fighting in the good fight, and White Lions are trying to chase off the Dark Shards. But yeah, War Hydra is just going to take a ton of damage at this point, with the Tyrion fighting and the Fireborn poking at its toes. Have you had enough time to weep out a bit? I have enough time to weep out, but I didn't weep out with anime though. I was reading a ton of manga. Well, not a ton of manga, but I was catching up on some older mangas and started a new manga. So yeah, I've been reading a bunch instead. Especially like, I'm reading a manga without like an up-to-date Chinese translation, so I need to search out something in Japanese and read it. So there's that. Anyways, Recarve now diving on the White Lions of Thrace, while on the other side the War Hydra is routed once again. Though even the Sorceress of Beast was dragged into the fight here. And yeah, I don't think the War Hydra can tank it out. Balance of power is back to the middle, as Tyrion really equalizing the fight with his mighty melee power. Now the Dark Shards really need to start shooting at the White Lions, because Recarve is not enjoying this fight at all. He does not have his additional damage resistance yet from the Beast Armored of Current Core, so he only has the Beast Lord's Gaze to give himself 10%, and it's not helping him out to tank out the damage from the White Lions. And now the balance of power makes more sense now. It was drunk before. I don't know why they value the High Elf army so low, but Tyrion definitely right now is basically carrying the game by himself now. Hacking through the HP from the Hydra, hacking through the HP from Recarve himself, and Recarve losing out against the White Lions. Definitely a mistake, and throwing him into the White Lions unsupported. His anti-large doesn't work here. And yeah, I think we can kind of conclude the battle here. With Recarve routing, there's not much hope for the Dark Shards to just carry this game by themselves against Tyrion. And yeah, I guess they can probably kill off the Frostheart Phoenix. Like, one more shot. One more shot. It's all it takes. Though they need to kill off the Fireborn first. But Tyrion is coming in. Tyrion is gunning for the formations. The Recarve is still routing away. And where's the Hydra? The Hydra's dead, probably. Oh wait, no. Maybe shattered. Where's the Hydra? But yeah, I don't think. Oh yeah, the Hydra's dead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think Recarve has what it takes, man. I don't think so. I mean, the Sorceress of Beast is still trying her damnness to kill off the White Lions, but Recarve is like one hit, a glancing blow to death from Tyrion. Like, even at this point, even a Mage of Beast, if she get a hit in on Recarve, she can kill him. For the read my first manga web novel thing for the anime with great potential and shit pacing. Yeah, usually manga is better than anime in my opinion. Anime, if done well, can like elevate the manga, but unfortunately, I usually like when they adapt the story into a different medium. The pacing, the structure or the format of the story all changes, and it doesn't necessarily. Oh, and the Flock of Doom will kill the Frostheart Phoenix, and yeah, it kind of like screws with the story. Oh, not Boku no Pico, for fuck's sake. Not that one, not Pico. Speaking of Boku no something, Boku no Hero Academia actually is ending, so yeah. An end of an era, I suppose. It's been like what, more than 10 years now? That story? But yeah, anyways, not Boku no Pico, not Boku no Pico. Anyways, army performances here. The Dragon Princes all did fine. 2 of them did really well. Unfortunately, Recarve, despite despite all the damage he dealt against Tyrion in the melee fight, he was not able to carry the game through all the sheer healing from Tyrion. War Hydra did okay, not the best, and the Flock of Dooms from both sides are pretty devastating. Yeah, what's wrong with Boku no Pico? What's wrong is you're gonna get caught by FBI. That's what's wrong. But yeah, unfortunately, the Koa Knights really didn't trade well into the Dragon Princes with their rather shit melee stats. If the Murderous Prowess isn't proccing to give them the attack boost, while the Dark Shards didn't really had a good chance to shoot with the High Elf frontline and mobility plowing through the Dark Elf defenses. But yeah, at least the Flock of Dooms did really well against the elite High Elf Cav. Anyways, we will be staying in this lobby as Ride of Rohan has won the game, and we'll move on to the next stage of battle. And he will be fighting Raced in the fight. Anyways, let me just load up. Okay, Resto is off from the lobby, so we're just gonna wait for Race to join in. Let me just invite player. And yeah, we will wait for Race. Yep, Race is here as well. Great. I have the blocker up, so we can just wait for them to pick their respective army. High Elves versus Kislevs both have really strong cavalry, but I assume High Elves will have to bring some AP fire in this, or like bring some archers or whatnot to fight the Kislev. I actually don't know how to fight Kislev with High Elves. I haven't played High Elves for a long while, actually. Used to be one of my more preferred factions in Game 2, but I don't know why ever since I started playing Game 3, I just kind of used them less and less. Also partly because, I suppose partly because, that's partly because I usually just bring Imrik every time I fight High Elves, and Imrik isn't that great. Especially I don't bring him on the dragon, I bring him on foot. So yeah, it's a self-detriment decision if I play High Elves. But yeah, we shall wait for them to pick something. Wait, Else, yeah, we'll just have to wait for them to pick their armies while we chill for a bit. I don't know what race is gonna bring, but I heard he actually brought like a 20 stack army in the previous battle. Oh, this is pretty meta, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cancel the meta requirement next time I'm gonna host this tournament. Like unfortunately, this is still a competitive multiplayer game, and players, while having certain like meme components, the Hellstorm Blizzard, that's very meta spells. But yeah, it's hard to enforce a requirement and tell them, hey, you can't bring meme units. Like, how can you define meme, right? Like, you can't just tell them to bring a specific unit every battle, and you can't just ban a single unit from like, you can't ban all the meta units from like a single faction. It's just not gonna make it viable to play. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to concede with my meme requirement next time, and people will just bring whatever they want, as long as it's within fruit rules. Well, if I want meme 20s, I'll just have to host one specifically for the memes. That is what it is. It seems that Rider Rohan, funny enough, is bringing the exact same build versus Kislev, who is also bringing a bunch of very strong Griffin Legion. Well, at least he is bringing great weapons, Corsairs, I suppose. But it's only like 3 units of meme units, and the rest of the army is pretty much still very solid. So yeah, I don't think this works too well here. Alright. Now, for army builds, other than the High Elves is the exact same, so I'm not going to cover it. The Kislevite front line of armored Corsairs, some with great weapons, some without, and then 3 Griffin Legion, one unit of Things in the Woods, the Mordheim Beowulfs, and are they actually wolves, or is it just like, I don't, this looks like a muscular version of a blend of body of an ape, the head of a wolf, and yeah, it doesn't really feel like they're wolves or whatnot. But yeah, anyways, leading the army, an Ice Witch Tempest on foot with Hailstorm and Blizzard, both really strong spells with their damaging capacity. And we shall see what happens here. Funny enough though, there's no Frost Wish resistance in the game, so the Frostheart Phoenix, despite being an Icy Bird, it's still gonna take full damage from whatever frost damage. And like, its frost damage isn't even a thing, but I think it should be. Yeah, the Ice Witch of Tempest is just gonna do damage against the Frostheart Phoenix regardless. Yeah, anyways. We have to wait for the game to start right now. Oh, another thing that I might do, like throughout, on a more regular basis, is probably streaming, like, non-Warhammer indie strategy games. Like, I'm finding a lot of good titles to play, and yeah, I've been enjoying a lot with them. Like, so I'm probably gonna play more of those. Like, also partly to, like, promote indie games and stuff, so it's something I'm gonna do, I think. Anyways, army builds is done. We're just gonna wait for them to clash, though Kislev will shoot first due to their range fire power and start doing some damage poking at the white lines and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, we wait for now. We wait for now. Alright. Tactically, would you consider race build a fun build? Honestly, I'm not gonna comment here. I mean, I'm just gonna comment about like the fun build part of the entire tournament at the end of battle. I'm not gonna specifically point at players or anything, because this is not only a single player thing. This is a problem that I've kind of seen throughout the tourney, so I'm not gonna specifically point at the player and whatnot. Anyways, army is kind of standing off right now. The High Elves are actually walking slowly for a bit earlier, probably trying to conserve some of that vigor and try to get out to before they have to charge into enemy battles. Anyways, a Flock of Doom on to Griffin Legion and 2 units of Armored Corsairs, a 3-for-1 spell cast, which is really nice, though I think there's a bit of a damage going into the Mage of Beasts. White Lions are charging into the Right Lions and Dragon Princes charging into the front line. Really good charge, doing some okay damage to the Armored Corsairs, but in comes a countercharge from the Griffin Legion. Fireborn countercharging the countercharge, and yeah, oh no, a blizzard is coming, and everything here is gonna die. And boom, the White Lions is getting shredded alongside some of the Griffin Legion actually, and Armored Corsairs might actually not exactly be a good trade for the Kislevites here. At least they're doing a lot of damage to the White Lions, but they're also shredding through their own Armored Corsairs. A bombardment from the Hailstorm doing some nice work against the Fireborn though, and the White Lions over here being charged by a bunch of Winged Lances from behind. Oof, that's a lot of damage they took. And even with their elite melee stats and whatnot, they can't take on a Hammer and Anvil by themselves. Tyrion though fighting just fine. There's no healing for the High Elves, so yeah, the Fireborn is not gonna get affected by the Darkblood tainted effect. So yeah, they do have a slower speed though, so I guess they will have a harder time escaping from the Griffin Legion. But anyways, the White Lions and Mortain Beowulfs over here in the front line are terrified away, and oh no, they got terrified before the Barblet effect got procced, and these Armored Corsairs will be routing for a good 20 seconds. Winged Lancers though are still here in the fight and will be stabilizing the front line, while another Flock of them trying desperately to drain away the health of all these Armored Corsairs. Well, some of the White Lions of Chase are still relatively healthy, though the White Lions and Dragon Princes here are being sandwiched by Armored Corsairs and the Griffin Legion and will be chased off the battlefield. Another bombardment from the Hailstorm, chipping away the health of some of these High Elf units, and Tyrion is still fighting the good fight. The problem is the rest of his army is not. And he might just get worn down by the sheer amount of Kislev troops still remaining in battle. White Lions now getting overloaded by a bunch of very healthy Griffin Legion running in. There's still the Frostheart Phoenix still being really healthy for the High Elf, so that is something upholding the High Elf balance of power. But you can see there, Kislev is ever so slightly getting the advantage here. Now Tyrion is moving up, but decided not to get in a fight against the Armored Corsairs. So Armored Corsairs are free to fire. Another Flock of Doom here. Probably should have wasted a bit, but it's in a battle. You can't really just take account for everything here. So a little bit of premature cast, unable to cover the Mortain Beowulfs. Not that they're gonna take a lot to kill in this engagement anyways, with Tyrion and the Frostheart Phoenix still in the fight, but unfortunately the White Lions here are getting run down, and White Lions of Chase here returning to the fight are moving up to try and deal with the Armored Corsairs, while the White Lions over here are hacking through the rest of the Armored Corsairs with the help of Tyrion and the Frostheart Phoenix. And yeah, they're slowly getting the work done, but I don't know if it's going to be fast enough, especially when there's a bombardment coming in so soon. Oh, this is going to be brutal. Okay, mostly hitting the Armored Corsairs instead, so the White Lions took some damage, but not the end of the world. They're still in the fight with the help of another unit getting routed though, unfortunate. But yeah, with the help of Tyrion in the vicinity. But they're also not far away from getting routed. Oh no! The White Lions charge! Just look at the Griffin Legion plowing through the entire side of the formation. But yeah, unfortunately, that is the end of that White Lions, as Kislev do have that mobility advantage, and whatever that get routed will get chased off. Tyrion once again charged into the fight with the help of some Fireborn and all that, so doing some minor impact damage. But a lot of pistols are firing in, chipping away the health of all these High Elf units. And the White Lions is gone, leaving only the single entities in the fight, pretty much. Yeah, it's just the single entities. There are some really tattered Dragon Princes, but I don't think they're going to be anything useful. Perhaps they're better just run over here and kill the Armored Corsairs. Yes, that's exactly what they're going to do, but if the Griffin Legion notices that and comes over to kill them, then oh boy. Oh, never mind, they're routed. And it's just down to the High Elf single entities. All the missiles are going after the Mage of Beast, preventing any more Flock of Dooms to be cast. Fireborn, last of them are being shot to their death, and they're just lying dead on the battlefield. Tyrion and the Frostheart Phoenix are still chipping away. If my build in game 1 was fun, then so is I guess I wasn't bringing the most. I guess I wasn't bringing the most off-meta army, to be fair. But I don't know. I was just thinking of getting a mass Ogre rush. So yeah, I think I should just cancel the for fun for the memes requirement, honestly. But yeah, at this point, it's down to Frostheart Phoenix and Tyrion, and they're just kind of shooting at each other. And let's wait for them to get eventually. Like, all the pistols are basically shooting at the Frostheart Phoenix at 80 armor and no X-ray resistance. The pistols can still do some good damage against the Frostheart. Now, yeah, 5 damage per second is pretty good. But yeah, finally the Armored Corsairs have ran out of ammo over here, but there's still plenty left at the back. But I don't think the Frostheart Phoenix has what it takes to really finish off. Tyrion can tank out a little bit longer, but well. It is gonna be the end. Alright, the Frostheart Phoenix has been routed, so we're just waiting for the Griffin Legion chase it off, or maybe not. I guess some of the pistol can turn around and shoot at... Oh, no, it's shattered. And Tyrion, unable to get out of the fight, and he's getting lower and lower in HP. Army losses actually hits first before he can get the Heart of Avalon. Now, for the army performances, Dragon Prince is unable to get a good trade, actually. Unfortunately, the Griffin Legion is really strong. Oof. And, yeah. Just the sheer amount of pistol damage there, and somehow the Armored Corsairs out-traded freaking White Lands of Trace. I guess with the help of Hammer and Anvil. Yeah. That was a pretty tough fight for the High Elves, not having much to deal with the armored cavalry, the Griffin Legion and Winged Lances. But yeah, I think we can move on to the next and finals of the tournament. And yeah. Tyrion actually didn't do much here. There's no good single entities for him to fight. And he was not able to use his martial mastery to his full potential, while the rest of the High Elf army just kind of got killed and overwhelmed by the sheer amount of Griffin Legion. And some Winged Lances. And yeah, that will be GG. Actually, the Great Weapons Armored Corsairs also get some pretty good damage done with their AP against all the armored High Elves. Alright, who's the finals? Who are in the finals, actually? Let me just check. Oh, Seraph. Seraph versus Race. In the finals, I suppose. Anyways, GG to Race for the win, and we'll be going into the best of 3 finals, where we will see... We'll be seeing the same factions, but the lords will have to be different. Yeah, we will be waiting. Oh, I'm the host now. Okay. I have to set maps and all that. Right, Vulture Ridge, first map, and I think it's a relatively flat one as well. Okay, let me just quickly write some stuff on the Discord. Wait, is Seraph conceding? Alright, no. Seraph is in the fight. Alright, and also on the top on the additional stuff, I might actually have to global ban factions, like the top 2 factions in every faction war will be banned, like in the next tournament. That will be my next rule, because it's just gonna be Bretonnia and Kislev all the time in that case. It's Bretonnian versus Kislev. True. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Race is memeing now. Race is memeing this time, and I think he's just trying to concede the first battle and win it back in the second. Oh boy. Okay. Fine. It's kind of a meme battle again. What the fuck is this Kislev army? Okay, I accidentally have the mouse on the kick this player button. I was not planning to kick Race, but I am appreciating Race meme build this time. He is definitely memeing. Ah well. Okay. This is an interesting army on the Bretonnians as well. Let's see what happens. There are still Grail cavalry, but well. Alright, looks like both are ready. I'm just gonna ready up as well. And I'm just, oh, I forgot to turn on the screen blocker, damn it. Okay, that was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, Rapons and Green Knight on one side, plus a Chain Lightning Damsel. Finally, we finally get meme armies, but well, we're in the finals at this point. And yeah, Grail Cavalry, Grail Knight, Questing Knights, Blessed Feud Trebuchet, a single foot squire, I guess, for going with a Rapons, Le Mayonnaise, and 4 units of poison archers, and a few, wait, what else? Finally, we have some meme builds, but yeah, it might be a tad bit late for the tournament, unfortunately. Yeah, anyways, for the army builds here, front line of men-at-arms and peasant mobs, 4 archers with poison, a single foot squires, questing knights. Yeah, we've gone through the Bretonnian army. For the Kislevites, Wolf Hearts, Action Ambushes Regiment of Renown with their net front line. I can't really say it's front line when everything is just Regiment of Renown here. Dwarfs Hearthblades and Boydinov's Brawlers with their Streltsies, Regiment of Renowned Armored Corsairs, the Watchmen of the Night, and their anti-infantry damage, Mordheim Beowulfs to cut off healing if there's even any healing, Frozen Heart of Winter, and yeah, leading the army, Boya, supported by a single hag witch of beasts. And yeah, it's a full regiment of renowned build with a bit of magic support and a very much almost naked Boya. Well, he does have a bit of melee defense blob buff. But yeah, I think this Kislev army is just gonna get wrecked. The Oath Brothers of Taurus also in the fray, so that's a one solid unit. One solid unit. Well, 2 solid units if you include Wolf Hearts, and then some decent-ish unit, more 10 Beowulfs and the Daw's Hearth Blades and the Watchmen of the Night, and a pretty not the best unit, the Bretonnia Brawler. What even special about them? I don't think there's anything special about them. Or do they have like a shotgun? Huh. Yeah, I don't think they have anything special about them. Anyways, last few trebuchet are opening up. If they hit any of the infantry, it's gonna hurt. Route for the army that you think is the memeiest. One is a Response Le Mayonnaise and a Green Knight plus Questing Knights. The other is just a shit ton of Regiment of Renown. That's it. But yeah, the Bretonnia Brawlers are not gonna... Yeah, they can probably go into melee against peasants. But anyways, the Archer line are just raining down onto the Hack Witch. A bit of a Doom and Darkness... no, Flock of Doom here. Draining some health from the peasant mobs. But yeah, the Hack Witch is taking a lot of damage. But the peasants in the front line are getting shredded by the Watchmen of the Night. Not enough missiles are really targeting the front line here. Daw's Hearth Blades are cutting through the peasants as well. The problem is that once they're stuck in the melee fight, the bombardments from behind can easily take them down. So yeah, the peasant artillery, the last few trebuchet are still raining down, but the problem is that they are not that accurate. Just keeps missing for some reason, godforsaken reason. The warrior is taking a lot of damage from the Green Knight. The Green Knight is a very strong melee combatant after all, but here comes the magic attacks from the Oath Brothers of Tor, and the Green Knight is just going to take more and more damage. His physical resistance is completely negated. At least he still have somewhat saved for himself, Blessing of the Lady and all that. Oh, that is going to be a lot of flop punishing damage here though. Flock of Doom, the Heart of Winter has been activating his bound ability here. Daw's Hearth Blade is being charged by the Grey Knights, but they will try to fight back here. And some of the friendly fire from the Blessed Trebuchet, the rocks still do friendly fire. The explosions from the magic explosions don't. So the Lady's Bathwater artillery is doing some minor friendly damage. Oh, but no, the Chain Lightning nuking the Daw's Hearth Blades here. And while over here, the Kislev army is kind of murdering some of these. Green Knight and the Damsel of Heavens. And Rapons is kind of going a little bit too far back. She's much needed in the fight up here. And use the sort of mayonnaise to kill off these single entities and whatnot. But like, yeah, the front line of the Kislevites are kind of crumbling though. The infantry are running thin, being stuck in a fight against freaking Grey Knights and Questing Knights. Now the Wolf Hearts are also getting cut down. The one thing that is still standing kind of strong for the Kislevites are the Oath Brothers of Tor, who have torn the Green Knights a new hole. And the Watchmen of the Night still fighting the good fight against all the peasants, while the peasants are getting struck by the artillery. Oh wait, shit, the rocks actually don't do friendly fire damage. The men at arms, despite knocked down by the rocks, are not taking any damage at all. Okay, that's it. That's actually a bit new, I think. I think, like, previously they still do friendly fire with the rocks itself, but they don't. Or maybe they've always been that way, I just didn't use them enough to know. But anyways, things in the woods are killing the peasant bowman on far side, but now has returned to like just run down the peasants. So the Watchman has a slightly better time at fighting the foot squires, though the foot squires are managed to get some decent damage done. Watchmen of the Night did a lot of kills here, but unfortunately they didn't get a lot of damage, mostly against peasant mobs, I'm sure. Boyars fighting the good fight against a ton of peasants, and the shit accuracy of all those last few trebuchet are not doing much against the Kislevites. At least the Kislevites are running out of health on everything. Having such a narrow army means that the wide Bretonnian army is not doing much here. They're really not doing much. And yeah, the Blessed Few Trebuchet really isn't doing any of the friendly fire against the Watchmen of the Night, and they're just smashing apart the Watchmen pretty damn effectively, while not doing anything against their own foot squad against their own foot squires and whatnot. So yeah, I think that's just gonna be army losses as the Frozen Heart of Winter is. Wait, did it just poof? Did it just one poof and disappeared? Bro, what the fuck? Okay, that was not great. I don't enjoy that. Like, at least get a little bit more animation about like that thing breaking apart or something, man. But yeah, it just disappeared. Anyways, Boya, okay, I guess the desert's so hot, the ice disappeared immediately. Anyways, balance of power is hitting army losses. The Mortem Beowulfs were still running around the backfield trying to clear out all the Bretonnia missile, but it doesn't matter anymore. The whole entire army just breaks apart as their HP runs low. Alright, second battle. They can bring the same Lord for the next fight. Let's see who's gonna win here, as the first battle goes to Bretonnia. And yeah. Ton of damage. The Grow Knights actually did poorly in this one. Probably got hit. Elemental Bear reenacting my 20 performance. Just disappeared. Oh well. Yeah. Blast 3 Trebuchet did some damage, but I think mostly it's just the questing knights. And some of these archers raining in the fire and chipping away the health of the Frozen Heart of Winter. As for the other side, these Kislevites really just didn't do that much damage. Having too narrow of an army and all that. Alright, second battle. I'm gonna switch maps. Forest of Shadows. Since when does Vampire Forest have this good of a lighting? Oh wait, no, it's always been there. Alright, we wait for a bit. Yeah, as the oof, this is full meta build now. Whatever. I did mention that players can now bring whatever. This is actually not that full meta. Oh, but no, this is not the combo I want to see. This is not the combo I want to see. I haven't seen this combo for a while, but it's still, I suppose, a still very deadly combo and whatnot. Oh no, what are you doing with your build? Ugh. Well. I think Bretonnia might win this one. Just based on the build I'm looking at right now. My god. Sword of Mayonnaise, famously known to be made of hippogriff eggs and holy oil. No, you forgot one important ingredient, the lady's bath water. Anyways, we're waiting for the next fight to happen. As Ray's still readying up his army. I think both armies are ready now. You just kind of have to wait. Race is still doing some fine tuning. Last bit of fine tuning. And we're off. Give me a second, just typing up something. Alright, so, army builds on both sides. Kislev definitely not going for a regular army here. Just front line of Kislevite warriors and a back line of Ice God with glaives. So that's a lot of anti-large armor piercing. I guess they can fend for themselves even if charged by Bretonnian cav. Kosovo dervishes, 2 of them, and Tsarina's worst lad. It's not that OP now, so that's fine. Golden Knight Nariska Leysa. Nariska is the hero to guard her lady, while on the other side of the battlefield, the Bretonnians, front line of Peasantov, second line of men-at-arms, mixed in with foot squires and spearmen-at-arms, third line of archers, and a single knight of the lion-hearted. As a ground mobility in the skies, we have Royal Hippogriff Knights. But the problem, I think, is here. My god! We are looking at Hero Hammer again. Gold Trick, plus Felix, plus Faye and Chantress, and then there's also the Grey Reliquary. This is not a meme build, but I did, to be fair, I did tag both players in the chat, saying they don't have to worry about bringing meme builds and just bring whatever the fuck they want. So yeah, the meme build restriction is actually off this time. Before the battle, so yeah, we shall see if this Ice Glaive battle can counteract the Fey Hero Hammer. This is a nightmare of for a while. Quite a nightmare. Anyways, Katarine's worst stat is just moving up a bit. Not a lot of 130 missile strength is still pretty good, honestly, and it's just poking away at Go Trick. No, yeah, I think it's Go Trick. It's just not hitting that. Not hitting that accurately. While she is actually getting hit back by what? Wait, what's damaging her? Oh, archers just raining in, yeah. And then the Kislev warriors will have to charge up. They don't have shields or armor, so they're extra susceptible to any missile hits. So yeah, they're taking a lot of noticeable damage. Ice guards are raining in fire, trying to chip away the health of Gotrek, but yeah, the problem is the bowmen at the back just raining fire onto the Kislev warriors, who are trying to hold back the tide of peasants. The first unit of line of peasants actually shredded by a combination of ice guards and Kislev warriors charged. The Kislev warriors managed to get into the back line now and start pushing back the archers. Hippogriffs, and a very brutal Duelist below, but it takes too long to activate, so most of the ice guards have dodged out of that that area. But here comes a Chalice of Potion onto one of the ice guards, while the Knights of the Lion-Hearted slams into the back of these ice guards with a lance formation, extra mass, extra charge impact. So yeah, doing some pretty good work. But once they stopped, their momentum gets lost, and now they're stuck in a bunch of anti-large armor-piercing glaives, absolutely getting shredded in the middle of a melee fight. I guess the hope for Bretonnians are their Hero Hammer and the Hippogriffs, but Royal Hippogriffs getting absolutely cut down by a ton of armor-piercing anti-large. Once again, the elite hybrid infantry of Kislevite saves the day. Balance of power is in Kislevite's favor now, despite I thought the Kislevite is memeing a bit, but it seems like the Ice Guards with Blades is really effective in melee, just cutting down multiple elite units of High Elf, of Bretonnian Cavalry, and the Fae was not able to dump any Earthbloods to heal them up in time. At least she didn't bring Regrove, so that's something, I guess. But Earthblood with Hero Hammer is still gonna be a menace. Now the Fae and Trenches have pulled out of the fight, so Ice Guards might actually start shooting at her. Oh, there's a Griffin Legion in the fray, so yeah, I guess that's some pretty good mobility to use in this situation for sure. At the back there, Kislevite warriors are still running after a bunch of peasant bulls, trying to pressure them off. Tsarina Katarine, with all the cavalry dead on the Bretonnian side, nothing is going to stop her from killing off all the archers. Yeah, Ice Guard is still fighting, a good fight. Everything that runs into the formation gets hacked down by the Ice Glaives. Even the Fey Enchantress is taking some noticeable damage in the fight. And then, yeah, Nariska is coming in, and oh boy, this is not going to be good for the Fey Enchantress. And then she is stuck in the middle of a ton of anti-dodge damage and a very elite combatant. Yeah. Oh shit, sorry, my mouse. Okay, wait, hold on. What the hell? Okay, cool, we're good. Huh? Okay, my mouse is normal again. But anyways, a little bit of a duelist below here. Though there are not a lot of units in the vicinity. Once again, the long casting time of duelist below became its bane, as the Ice Guards were able to just move out of the cast. And take some relatively minor damage. Balance of Power is in favor of Kislev right now, as the Fey Enchantress is still stuck in a bunch of Ice Guards, and Nariska is just cutting her down pretty good. She might have Earth Blood, but that's not going to save her in time. And for some reasons, the stuttering is absolutely going mad right now. Might be... I hope we can at least finish the best of freaking 3. And yeah, Darina running through a bunch of peasants, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it. As the Bretonnians really were not able to do enough damage in the fight. Some Ice Guards are still very healthy, and then the Griffin Legion is just gonna run through all the peasants. The Hero Hammer is still fighting, but I don't know how much they can carry in this case, as yeah, Katarine can just keep cycle charging. Oh, and she has Death Frost to keep draining the health from the single entities away. Yeah. This is the secret ingredient guarded by the Grail Knights himself. Yeah, the ladies' bathwater. Don't forget to serve in a Grail. Or a peasant potato bag, depending on the class of your of the consumer. Now, Kislevite warriors are still fighting, and now it is just gonna be Hero Hammer between Felix and Gotrek. Katarine will keep cycle charging, but it seems that she's stuck kind of on Gotrek. Oh, Hero Hammer once again carrying the day. Beautiful. But yeah, Nariska is actually gonna try and snipe out Felix, while the rest of the units here from Kislev will try to pin down Gotrek, preventing him from aiding his friend. Ooh. Felix is just gonna get bumper cart out of the way. Oh, a big hit onto Gotrek. Though Felix is trying to get back in the fight and give his buddy healing. So yeah, more damage coming in. Archers are firing at the Grail Reliquary, trying to get that leadership and melee attack support away. And once that's down, maybe perhaps something can be done with Felix. Though Nariska is getting flanked by both of the single entities and yeah, taking a lot of damage. Now Darina is getting a bit stuck in the fight. Now we're just gonna Hero Hammer down. Ugh. Do I have to state that we have to ban Hero Hammer again? Oh, come on, man. Alright, at least Gotrek is taking more and more damage, and he's getting close to the healing cap. And he can't actually dodge his shots now that he's stuck in the melee in a bunch of enemy units. Nariska is going back to fight. Oof, that's a lot of friendly fire onto the Kislevite warriors. At least there's another unit here to just keep them pinned. And yeah, Nariska is doing some okay damage to Felix. Just Felix is hitting back for sure. And Darina Katarine probably just keep cycle charging Felix at this point. And the rest of the Griffin Legion, you will have to go and, I don't know, chase off the peasant archers on the far side. But yeah, Nariska taking more and more damage. But Felix is getting low, same goes for Gotrek, so that's some progress. Oh, but because of Felix and Gotrek getting outside of the Kislevite units, they were not blocked visually. Like, the line of sight isn't blocked between them and the Ice Guard. So yeah, Felix is going down after taking some damage, triggering army losses, leaving only Gotrek in the fight, and it's just a matter of cycle charging between all these units to finish off the last bit of Gotrek's HP. Oof, but that is a little bit of friendly fire from the Ice Guards onto Katarine. But that's, I guess, is acceptable losses when Gotrek is taking more and more damage, I suppose, getting kind of pushed around. He's struggling to do anything. Okay, he's trying to fight back against Kataryn's Warslide and is actually doing damage. Gotrek's Doom has been activated, but there's no healing. I think the ability is still bugged though. Heroic Fortitude, not Gotrek's Doom, but Heroic Fortitude, that's the thing. But yeah, I think that's still bugged. It's not giving Gotrek any healing. But yeah, Darina and Nariska plus the Ice Guards are just kind of shooting point. Wait, why are you not shooting? Oh, probably because Gotrek is because Gotrek is so small that the nozzle of the horse is partially on top of Gotrek, blocking the line of sight or something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the hero hammer. Come on, just finish him and end our misery. One last charge and Gotrek is dead. Come on. Finally, for fuck's sake. Yep, it's just hero hammering. Gotrek did like 2,700 gold worth of damage value. The Fate did some good damage as well, but yeah. It's pretty much just Gotrek dishing out all the pain. I am surprised that the Ice Guard with glaives are so effective in cutting down cavalry though. I thought they would cut down like the Hippogriff Knights a little slower, but no, they just got shredded when they were stuck in melee against the Ice Guards. That's pretty impressive damage, honestly. Yeah, Tsarina Kataryn, without like the cavalry to stop her, she just runs through all the peasant archers. The rest of the Kislevite army is mostly just Tsarina Kataryn. Oh, and Nariska got some pretty good damage done too. But yeah, these two plus the Ice Guard carrying the game. Alright, final game, final battle, and then we'll move on to the replays. It is going to be hardcore builds now, I think, to see who actually wins the tournament. And, let's see if Race is memeing this time. Or is he actually going to go hardcore? I can see Sirif definitely going for... Okay, there's still the Damsel of Heavens, I suppose. So not completely hardcore with healing and all that, but yeah. Alright, we have to wait for a bit. And, alright, I need to change maps. What was the map again? Pluriful. Alright, we wait. I did not expect Race to bring this Lord. That is not a Meta Lord for sure, which is fine, I suppose. And we start. Alright, army builds. Bretonnia is getting pretty hardcore this time. Grill Knights, Knights of the Realm, and Royal Hippogriff Knights. A front line of peasant mobs, and is there another Grill Knight in the front fray? Grill Knights, Grill, Knights of the Realm, 2 of them, Royal Hippogriff Knight, and Knight Errant. Knights Errant. Front line of peasant mobs, and a second line of archers, third line of spearmen at arms, I suppose. No, second line of men at arms, one of them with spears, and then a bunch of archers. Leading the army, King Luan Lian Ke with his most... No, not full toolkit at all. It's just shield, Lion's Shield and Sword of Couronne. And with a Chain Lightning spell support from the Damsel of Heavens. On the other side of the battlefield for Kislev, we have a front line of Kislevite warriors, second line of regular Corsairs and a Streltsy unit, plus a single unit of Ice Guards with glaives. Ulrika is helping out, supporting a Druzina Lord. Not sure what he's gonna do here. I guess he can provide some missile support to the Streltsys and especially the Voidinov's Brawlers, I suppose. But yeah, he's definitely not a strong lord in the fray, I'm afraid. So he is on a bit of a back foot against the King Luan stuff. And what else? Let me just go back to the tournament Discord. Yeah, okay. And yeah, Elemental of Beasts, and yeah, that's it. Ulrika, of course, with Shadow's magic, has a very effective way to counter enemy cavalry with the Melkov's Mystifying Miasma. On the far side, Knights Errant are moving up, trying to perform a flanking action, but they have to be careful because they are getting severely outclassed by the Griffin Legion. If the Grail Knights are in, though, the Kislevites will be more of a bit of a big trouble. Anyway, Streltsy's moving up, Peasants also moving up, and the Peasant Bows with their 160 range actually outranges Streltsys, so they can just rain in fire. Oh, they don't even have to shoot at the Streltsys, they can just shoot at the Kislevite warriors, weaken them before they are forced to fight in melee, using their only peasants as their fodder. Now, some of the Knights of the Realm has passed through the gap on the impassable terrain and preparing themselves for a flanking charge, and the Kislevite army having less mobility, with only 2 units of cavalry, one of them the weaker Kosoite dervishes. Even they don't really have that much resources to deal with enemy cavalry. Now here comes the Grail cavalry overload, Grail Knights and Grail Hippogriff Knights. Royal Hippogriff Knights plus a Knights Errant coming in. Oh, a little bit of a spell casting. Is that a no, that's Chain Lightning. I was thinking, is that a bit of shades or something from Ulrika, but no, it's a Chain Lightning. New King, the Griffin Legion. A lot of damage was done in the fray here. The Elemental of Beast is fighting the good fight, but trying to fight against King Luan, but unfortunately just getting nuked with Sword of Couronne lowering its melee defense, and yeah, I think that might just be over for Kislev, as the Griffin Legion is gone and the Grail Cavalry are still very much alive and kicking. The Grail Knights Errant charge into the Ice Guard with glaives, take a lot of damage, but they're still disrupting the shooting, which is the important part of the fight here. Kosoite Dervishes tangling up in Knights of the Realm, but the other Knights of the Realm is unopposed pretty much. Where is the first unit of Grail Cavalry? Wait, the Grail Cavalry? Oh shit! The entire Grail Cavalry is dead. What just... Knights Errant is gone, and yeah, the entire Grail Knights are gone. Griffin Legion is still in the fight though, so there's that. But on the far side, Voidinov's Brawlers have been run down by the Knights of the Realm. And yeah, that Knights Errant are breaking off, though balance of power is still relatively even in the middle. The problem is, what can the Kislevites do to... Oh, wait, never mind. The Kislevites are actually cutting through the Royal Hippogriff's HP pretty effectively, as they were stuck in the middle of some armor-piercing anti-large infantry, straight up routing the entire unit of Royal Hippogriff Knights off. And the fact that the Kislevites... the fact that the Bretonnians lack healing means that their Grail Cavalry is a lot less effective. Yeah, Chain Lightning definitely backfired in the fray. Like, they nuked the Griffin Legion, but probably nuked a lot of their Grail Cavalry as well. They were kind of tangled up on each other, honestly. But yeah, a Drazina Lord somehow holding his own against the against King Luan Lianke with a little bit of Kossar support. Though another nice spell casting really. Melkos Mystifying Miasma really effective against heavy cavalry. And the last bit of the Bretonnia mobility is getting drained off. Oh, it seems that Royal Hippogriff Knights didn't actually got completely shattered, which is just that the flag bearer on over here got killed, so the flag just zoomed all the way onto the other side, and I thought they're dead or something. But no, archers have been pushed back by the Kislevite warriors, and yeah, it's pretty much down to King Luan carrying the game here. Still getting some okay damage done against the Drazina Lord, but for some reason the Drazina Lord is still holding with 40 melee defense only against 60 attack from King Luan. Anyways, the Kossars have returned and will be raining some fire onto King Luan, while Orica is on foot actually and shooting in, yeah, just shooting some shots. Does she have like a spear in the back? Nope, no, it's just her bow. But yeah, just trying to poke away at enemy units, getting some pretty solid damage done over time. Now the return Royal Hippogriff Knight stuff 7 model, so that's quite a bit of charge impact on the drop. So starting to rout off some of the weaker Kislevite units. The Streltsies are still stuck in a fight, so they're unable to capitalize on the landed Royal Hippogriffs or King Luan, and they're not actually firing. Now they're shifting around, trying to get shots in, but yeah, not sure how effective is it gonna be, because King Luan is jumping in with the terror. They are gonna quickly get routed away. Orica still poking with her shots, but not very effective due to the lack of armor piercing. How much armor piercing does it have? 84 only, so yeah, it's gonna take 10 shots just to kill off this Royal Hippogriff Knights. While on the other side there, the Drazina Lord is almost dead due to King Luan relentlessly chasing him down. The Ice Guard with glaives are just kind of hanging back here, trying to avoid the chase from the men-at-arms, while the Kislevite warriors are trying to screen them off. Another Melkos Mystifying Miasma, really nice stuff here, just to work through the last bit of HP on this Knights of the Realm. Though unfortunately the last of the Streltsies are gone, and yeah, the Royal Hippogriff Knights charging in once again into the Ice Guard with glaives, though they are getting cut down pretty fast. Now on the other side, Orica has been targeted by King Luan, and I think that might be it for the Kislevites here, as the last bit of the heroic support will be gone. And yeah, that might just be GG for Raze, and Sirif will be winning this battle. Okay, I need to start planning for the next faction wars and start imposing some more restrictions to the damn tourney. And also probably have to give up on the meme bit, because unfortunately, overall, every player is just bringing various levels of meminess. Some went full meme, some didn't, and yeah. To be fair, I don't think my build is fully meme as well, so yeah, I'm unfortunately part of the problem. But yeah. Oh. Anyways, King Luan is now chasing off the last bit of the Kislevite army. Somehow army losses is still not kicked in. But I think as soon as King Luan tear out something, everything will start running for the hills for Kislevite. Especially now that the last bit of the Kislevite warriors are slowly getting ground down by peasants, and yeah. The archers just need to get in range, shoot at the ice guards and whatnot, and army losses is coming in soon. Come on. Yeah, Ice Guard is taking more and more damage, and they're routing. Army losses hits its Borrow Blood time. Give it like 30 seconds. No, 24 in total, I think. 25 seconds, and that should be it. Come on, come on. Only 10 seconds left. And that's GG. The route just kicked in. Alright, GG to all the players who participated in the tournament, and congrats to Sirif for winning in this tournament, securing the win with Bretonnia. Damn, the Kislev and Bretonnia. Of course it's these two. I'll have to ban them next time. And yeah, that is a strong performance from Bretonnia, sealing the deal with the Grail Cavalry for sure. Somehow even taking so much damage. The Grail Knights got absolutely shredded by their own chain lightning and some of the pokes from the Kislev warrior pole arms. And yeah, King Luan did a lot of damage. Holy shit! There's no healing on the Kislev side though. So all the damage they dealt were not inflated, making more than enough of to make up for the differences for the lack of performance on the Grail Knights. So yeah, that might just be it for today's tournament, and I think I need to go lower in volume because I think my flatmates are back and they're going to bed or something. So yeah, I am but don't worry, I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna cast all the remaining replays, and yeah. Let me just check. Balance of battle performances wise, it's mostly really just the Grail Cav. Well, to be specifically, the Royal Hippogriff Knight and King Luan winning the day for the Bretonnian army for this one. While on the other side, Ulrika, the spam of Malkov's Mystifying Miasma, really great against the Grail Cavalry and pretty much all the Bretonnian cavalry. Somehow the Griffin Legion, after taking so much damage from the chain lightning, still managed to get back their value. But the rest of the Bretonnian Kislev army, not so much, as the Bretonnian mobility and missile pressure is just too much for them. At least these Kislev warriors here did some pretty good work. But yeah, that's it for the tournament. Congratulations to Sirith for winning it. And let me just do some head off for like a couple seconds to refuel my water bottle and just do some tournament admin, and we'll be back to cast the rest of the battles in the tournament. And yeah. Alright, and I am back. Yes, this VP army is built of all Surgrids. What is this? So much mobility in the fight. Yeah, this is much more memey. And the Wood Elves also didn't have any healing too, so I guess that works. This one works better. Yeah, let's just hop in. Renassa, I wouldn't say she's a meme lord. I like her a lot with the net and just the melee fights. Her buffs are like fine. Not the best, but fine. Alright, let's go. It is a very memey build. Whoa, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Actually, that actually makes sense. The Wood Elf army do have full Vanguard. So, army builds, we're pausing it for sure. Army builds for the Wood Elves, how did I not know that? How did I not expect this is full Vanguard? First 30 seconds are important, or first 15 even? Yeah, absolutely. Dryads are in the front line there, 5 of them, backed up by a couple of Deepwood Scouts who are isolated by Nurgles. Oh, this Wood Elf army is already have their formation split up by their own units and their enemy units. Now, why I didn't say it's the... Oh god. Oh god. How did I miss it in the army build screen? What the fuck? Oh god. 4 bloated corpses. Let's go. Let's explosions galore. And some scurvy dogs in the bushes as well. 4 of them total. And wait, hold on. We still haven't finished the Wood Elf army first. Yeah, 5 units of Dryads plus 2 units of Treekin, and then 2 Deepwood Scouts for their relatively cost-efficient skirmish fire. Like, they don't really do AP, Way Watchers do, but they're more expensive, so you don't really need them. And Treekin to hold the front line, leading the army Drycha with Melkovs, I believe. Melkovs, Withering to lower armor and synergize with the Deepwood Scouts, and Enfeebling Foe to lower enemy melee stats. On the other side, for the Vampire Coast, 4 units of Nurgles, one of them the Regiment of Renowned Night Terrors, who does have a little bit of a... who does have terror. No shit, Sherlock. And I think they only have terror as their special thing other than stats. Yeah, only terror and extra stats. Vampire Coast front line of zombie pirate handgun mobs. No, pistol mobs. And then 4 fucking bloated corpses. And Arenas Assault Spite and 1 deep caster. Yeah. Lore of Deep with Vargai's Revenge and Denizens of the Deep for the crab summons. Oh wait, there's also 4 units of Wild Riders with shields to run down enemy missiles. Anyways, we have dilly-dallied long enough in the army builds. Now let's get the battle started. Right off the bat, pistols firing at Dryads, but here comes the dreaded bloated corpses. They're coming. One of them is almost in. Yeah, the other 2 on the far side is just activating. Boom, 1 Dryad, 2 Dryad gone, and also some pistol mobs. But that's fine, we can't miss them. Exploding both Dryads, friend and foes. I think the only one that didn't do any friendly fire damage is the one over here. The others just kind of blow up Dryads and their own pistol mobs. So I think that's worth it. Pistol mobs cost like what? No, it's not worth it. Pistol mobs cost 350. The bloated corpses cost like what, 500? So you're just spending 800 on like a 550 unit? No, this is not worth it. It's funny though. That's what matters. But yeah, the Dryads basically killed off all the pistol mobs. And totally not worth it, but it's fun, definitely. And the Nurgles are now pressuring the Deepwood Scouts, though they are being shot in the face by the shoot and scooting Deepwood Scouts. Scurvy Dogs are moving in, hoping to deal with the missile units. Treekin being overwhelmed by 2 armor-piercing units. They are taking quite a bit of damage, but here comes the Wild Riders and their devastating charge. Scurvy Dogs moving in, trying to run down the archers. But closely followed behind are the Wild Riders with shields. Now the Treekin on the side is just getting stuck in the middle of a bunch of Nurgle units. One of the Wild Riders actually got pinned down by the net, fisherman's net. Yeah, Spearfisher's net. And allowing the Scurvy Dogs to rear charge the Wild Riders. On the far side though, the Wild Riders here successfully charge the Nurgles and Scurvy Dogs and just destroying them in melee combat. Vampire Fleet Captain of Deep here trying to move after the Deepwood Scouts, and her armor, or his armor, I'm not sure which one is that, but like is tanking a lot of the shots. Nurgles and Scurvy Dogs over here just shredding through some of the remaining HP, like shredding through quite a bit of HP of the Wild Riders. Oh, if only there was a bloaty for the Wild Rider snare. Yeah, that would have been nice. But I think, like, at that point, might as well just dump the bloaty into the Dryads before they start moving on to fight the Nurgles. Because the Nurgles are pretty fragile themselves, and, like, Dryads with their frenzy stats can do some okay damage. I guess the Mongols do have infantry and armor piercing, so they will do some good damage to the Dryads anyways. It's not a bad trade, but yeah, it's I don't think this is the end of the world by bloating corpsing enemies earlier. But yeah, anyways, these scurvy dogs need to keep pinning down the Wild Riders. But for some reason their attack orders are moving away. Oh, the Wild Riders over here are moving in. They don't really want to just go after the Wild Riders over here. Instead, they're pulling back and trying to probably pin down the... Oh, they're countercharging Wild Riders and getting shredded. But the Spearfish net is in place, and the Wild Riders are being pinned down and hacked in melee combat. Surrounded on all fronts by Scurvy Dogs and some Knight Terrors. But the problem is the Deepwood Scouts have been secured, and they are getting shot from afar. The denizens of the deep... Wait, Sir Groot, did you forget to use magic? I didn't see any Vanguard's Revenge, and yeah, the denizens of the deep isn't that... I don't see any crab summons either, so I think Sir Groot forgot to use his spells. Oh, finally, a denizens of the deep summoned right on top of some remaining Dryads, and will be start hacking through the enemy units. Unfortunately, they were not able to pin down Wild Riders, and they're just escaping from there. Now trying to push for the Scurvy Dogs, who are trying to run down these remaining Wild Riders. Still, Sir Groot still putting up a very good fight here, actually advancing slightly in terms of balance of power, the uses of net, and the Scurvy Dogs to bait in enemy units, and then follow up with a charge from the Mongols. Really masterful execution of a bait and switch. Now the Deepwood Scouts, with all the Wild Riders committed to the front line here, there's nothing protecting the Deepwood Scouts. The Scurvy Dogs are running in and chewing up the remaining Wood Elf Archers. There are some Wild Riders returning to try to fight the Dogs, but the Dogs might just be able to finish off the Deepwood Scouts just in time before they themselves crumble to dust, as the Deepwood Scouts are really getting low in health. And our spell is dropped in. Oh, nice. Wait, what is the name of the ability of the fleet captain again? Yeah, lowering speed, melee defense, and whatnot was just getting some more damage done to the Wild Riders. Mongols are still piling in the fight, while more Wild Riders join in. A few remaining Deepwood Scouts actually survived this, but another Spearfish's net and Hands Ahoy, no, with their upgraded version, lowering armor, but more importantly the leadership debuff, hopefully trying to get those Knight Terrors crumble a little bit faster. They're getting some heals from their hunger healing, but they're taking a lot of damage as well. So yeah, they are. Oh shit! A second denizens of the deep summon right on top of the Wild Riders, once again trying to pin them down in the fight. This would be a good time to use something. Oh wait, no. There's only the Manan's luck on Valkyrie, Arena's Soul Spite, not Valkyrie, Arena's Soul Spite, and she can't really use that on any supporting scenario. And while, oh no, yeah, this is pretty bad for the Vampire Coast at this point. They're running out of units. The denizens of the deep are still holding that battle. They're kind of fighting, and oh wait, Knight Terrors are still alive, but the Wild Riders are coming in. They're going after those. They're going after those Mongols. So denizens of the deep is actually the remaining Prometheans, before they disappear from the summon timer, actually move up to block the charge from the Wild Riders. Really cool execution from Sir Grid there, allowing the Knight Terrors to survive a little longer, but the remaining problem is still these Deepwood Scouts firing in and chipping away the health of the remaining Vampire Coast units. The denizen summoned Prometheans have been dealt with as their summon timer runs out. Arena's Assault Spite and the Vampire Fleet Captain can hang on for a little bit longer though, due to their heavy armor, and the Vampire Fleet Captain do have that hunger healing, so he passive heals in melee. Arena's Assault Spite and Vampire Fleet Captain doesn't really want to fight Valkyrie, not Valkyrie, why am I saying that? Dry Shadow, because every time she takes damage and drops below a threshold, she'll activate a Fanatic Resolve level, and eventually getting that plus 20% base weapon damage and 20 attack stats. But still, like, the Drycha is doing some good damage to Valkia. So the Vampire Fleet Captain will be slamming in to try and save Valkia. The problem is more and more units of the Wood Elves are piling in, doing more and more damage over time, and we'll be fast forwarding here as Valkia is actually hanging on relatively fine until Drycha decided to come in and slap her in the face. So yeah, I think, yeah, unfortunately, a Vanguard's Revenge, we almost managed to see it, but unfortunately, Army Losses hit before the spell is actually completed, and yeah. Calling Aranessa Valkia 5 times in a row. Why did I say that many times? Oh fuck, why did I do that? I actually like Aranessa quite a bit too, among all the Vampire Coast Lord. Maybe I should just need more sleep or something. Why did I do that? Yeah, I probably just need more sleep. I was reading, like I said, I was reading more manga lately, and I did. And as one of the direct results is I kind of read them before bed and like in bed before I sleep, and it's a one more chapter scenario here. I started reading, and then it's like, oh, this is interesting. Let me just keep reading the next chapter. I just need to read one more chapter before I go to bed, and it's like an hour in after I realize, oh shit, I actually need sleep. Ugh. I need to take more care with my sleep schedule. Ugh. Oh well. But yeah, very nice battle from Sir Groot. A cool build. 4 bloated corpses, definitely memeing. Though unfortunately, yeah, the Wild Riders are a little bit too strong here with nothing to counter them. They do take a lot of damage over time, but Valkia clutched it with the help of some Deepwood Scouts shooting from afar. And oof, what the fuck? Oh, one Dryad unit that didn't get nuked by the bloated corpses. They actually earned back their value. This is actually a pretty meta build for Wood Elves to fight the Vampire Coast, I would say. So yeah, unfortunately, I think so far all the battles we've seen is like one meta build versus one non-meta build. Kind of like there's one that's heavily more meta and one less meta, like distinctively. So yeah. I know. I don't really want to shit on my own events, but I do think that I didn't have a strong enough enforcement of the memeing rule. So, yeah, I think the faction war format, like the current faction war format, for a lax rule set, isn't really suitable for a meme 20. So yeah, I'll have to tweak the rule. I will have to like set up a specific meme 20 next time. This is a funny. Oh no, that's a lot of monsters. Multiple trolls. Frost Dragon. Chaos Frost Dragon, not Frostworm. We've been calling that the Frostworm for like since forever. Okay, let's just jump into this one. That's a lot of trolls. It's troll country. No, we're on Alpine Ridge actually. Hold on a second. Let me just load up something on the side. Got to turn on something. Yep. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's slow down. Weakness to fire, weakness to fire, weakness to fire, and weakness to fire. I mean, there's not a lot of fire here. Archaon, sort of Chaos does have fire. Okay, anyways, very cool build from General Eisenberg with sort of Chaos accompanying Archaon himself. Now that's what I call elite bodyguard. Now for the army builds for the Warriors of Chaos, a ton of Marauder Horsemen, and then a couple Chaos Warhounds on both sides. Yeah, poison? No poison. For 3 troll units, that's a lot of trolls both sides. 3 units of armored trolls and a front line of Marauders of Khorne with dual weapons, and 2 more Chaos Warriors as a bit of a heavier backbone. Sword of Chaos protecting Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, coming in with a few spells. Spirit Leech. Oh, Flaming Sword of Ruin. That's a lot of fire. Okay, I suppose they're expecting Skin Wolf, so that's why. And Slayer of Kings, the Armored of Markar for additional melee defenses, and Fight or Die for additional attack. So temporarily, Archaon can make his surrounding troops really elite. For the Norscan army side, a front line of Norscan ice trolls and regular trolls mixed in together, this is going to be tough for them because of all the fire damage from Flaming Sword of Ruin and mostly Sword of Chaos and Archaon himself. They're backed up by a couple Marauder Spears and a single Norscan Giant. I always think that they look the worst among all giants. Probably from all the frostbite bites and whatnot. But yeah, anyways. Oh, we forgot the Chaos Frost Dragon and the Cold Voider as well. And oh, some Norscan Warhounds in the... Oh yeah, cool. Right, we are still... we just move on to the Norscan army, actually. Anyways, Cold Voider on the side and some Norscan Warhounds both hidden away. Wait, there's another unit. Oh no, the Chaos Warhounds have circled all around to the back line here. And yeah, a little bit of a single entity squad here. Familiar Balefine of Shadows with Occam's Mind Razor, that's interesting. And Withering to lower enemy armor, and most importantly, leadership. Skinwolf Werekin for anti-large armor piercing, Norscan Giant, and we talked about him. Throg, the Troll King with only Copious Vomit, just coming in here for his melee power and a bit of a vomit. Oh, this is going to be a brutal charge. Flaming damage from the Sword of Chaos and Archaon is going to hurt these Norscan Ice Trolls with extra fire weakness. Minus 45% fire weakness when compared to regular trolls, only 20%. Being icy and regeneration stacking together makes them really weak and against enemy fire damage. And as you can see, this is what happens. On the other side there, Marauders are chipping away the health of the Norscan army, and the spell is coming in. Occam's Mind Razor really trying to get the damage out, but the Chaos army simply moves away. The warriors have enough speed to do that, so the Occam's Mind Razor is not doing that much damage. On this far side here, though, Norscan Warhounds are indeed running down some of the Marauder Horsemen, doing some really good damage. But over here, Chaos Trolls, Armored Chaos Trolls alone against Chaos, they have some Marauder dual weapon support, so they are actually holding the line pretty well, while the Chaos Trolls with armor and the Chaos Warhounds all just overwhelming this one unit of poor Norscan Trolls. Now over here, Sword of Chaos, the Marauders of Khorne and Chaos Trolls all getting that flaming damage. But more importantly, I think it's just... oh, nope, never mind. The flaming damage is really important here. Just cutting down Throg and the Skin Wolf Werekin. But really, it's just the rest of the Chaos army just wrapping around, punching through that one unit of unsupported trolls, now moving on to the next troll unit, just surrounding them on all fronts and overwhelming them with sheer numbers. Though Norscan Warhounds are still busy chasing off the Marauder Horsemen, but it's taking them time. It's taking them a really long time to catch up to the enemy, while they themselves are being shot in the face. Norscan army overall is losing out pretty hard, with Throg being surrounded and isolated by a ton of warriors units. Armored Chaos Trolls, the Sword of Chaos, and Archaon himself is in the fight, and all that flaming damage plus a Spirit Leash just bursted Throg down, even with the regeneration healing. And the rest of the Spear Infantry, the Spear Marauders of the Norscan army, will be cut down by the Marauders of Khorne with their dual weapons and anti-infantry bonus and Frenzy. Throg is getting chased off by Archaon, and I think that might just be it. The Norscan Giant is still fighting the good fight, but yeah. Warhounds are piling in against Norscan Trolls. They will get beaten for sure, but after beating up the Hounds, the Chaos Trolls are... no, the Norscan Trolls are gonna have a bad time here with all the flaming damage available to Archaon and his buddies. Now, that is a Withering here, lowering the leadership of surrounding Chaos units and armor, but it's not going to be much useful here, because Norscan Ice Trolls and Skinwolf Werekin both do mostly armor-piercing damage. The leadership, the Chaos Warriors and whatnot, none of them are low enough to be afflicted with leadership status, other than slightly wavering. I guess once the Norscan Giant comes in and slams the Trolls a bit, they are going to get terrified, but they will quickly come back after regenerating their health for a bit here. On the far side, Cold Voider is taking way too much damage from all the javelins. Got evaporated like glitch elemental bear. These are regular Chaos Trolls. Armored Chaos Trolls. The Norscan Ice Trolls are still meat and flesh, actually. They're not elemental units like the elemental bears, so yeah, they will die with a corpse. They will die with a body. Norscan Ice Trolls though running in and quickly shattering, actually. I think they routed one too many times and they will not be able to come back despite still having so many models. This sucks big time for Norsca. Code Voider dives down, but unfortunately between the Javelins and Archaon beating the shit out of it, yeah, it's not gonna hold on for too long, and now you're not getting terrified simply because Archaon himself has terror. It causes terror. He causes terror. So like all the surrounding units of Norskins just couldn't hold up the leadership after Throck has died. GG. As in me in this match, pretty much all the ice is just melted from the elemental bear for sure. Rip Panopod. And a GG to both Panopod and General Eisenbart. And yeah, I love how you just bring a troll army. But unfortunately, both sides are trolling, and the better troll wins, I suppose. What the fuck? Did they just paste it like text in the text box and just didn't care whether it just run out of space? God damn it, CA. God damn it. Alright, next up, Box versus Raced. Oof. Is this a spear box? This might just be a spear box. That's an interesting sneaky army, but there's also 3 units of great weapons, bow center renders. A few more units of sneaky gits. I guess they would just try to sneak up on the Norscan of the Kislev army. Oh, that's a very wide army. And because they're stalking and hidden, like the Kislevite can't see the front line, so they can't shoot them for now until something get close. Anyways, leading army Sorcerer Prophet of Fire with Burning Head and Cascading Fire Cloak. The Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders are circling around as well, 3 of them in total. While the Kislevite army, a front line of Kislevite Warriors, second line of Armored Cossars, and 1 Boydenov's Brawlers. Plus a couple more Streltsies, 2 Griffin Legion, 1 of them going straight after the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, and then leading army an Ice Witch Tempest with Hellstorm and Blizzard. On the far side there, Sneaky Gets are chucking in some precursory weapons and try to get some damage done to the Kislevite Warriors before they have to fight them in melee. Burning Head against the Kislevite army, but nice dodge from Race, definitely on top of his micro and take almost no damage at all. More and more units of the Chaos Dwarfs are running in, and the Griffin Legion was forced to pull back for a bit, but then they're now tied down in the fight. In this guy, Sorcerer Prophet of Fire taking way too much damage. And things are not going too well for the Chaos Dwarf push, as the Sorcerer Prophet is taking more and more damage. Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders. Yeah, both Center Renders are in the fight as well. Oh, see ya, Panopod. Glad you enjoyed the fight, and I'll try to get that meme tournament going at some point soon. I think a lot of people enjoy that, but yeah. We'll going back to the battle here. Both the Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits and some Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders got nuked by the Blizzard, while the Bull Center Renders are hacking down the Little Gromp with his surround. The Ice Witch Tempest here having the wrong side facing against the Bull Center Renders, trying to pull out, and then but then she is taking a lot of damage from the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire and the Bull Center Renders. The Burning Head finally should be able to hit the Streltsies, as they're too busy shooting at the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire compared to getting out of the way of the Burning Head. Took some finally noticeable damage, but the Bull Center Render is being surrounded by Griffin Legion and the Streltsies shooting at them from afar. This is getting really rough for the Chaos Dwarf, as most of their units have been pushed off. The only thing that is holding up their balance of heart is pretty much just the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire. But he is also very vulnerable to all these AP fire focusing him down. More and more damage is taken by the guy here, down to almost half health already. And because the only spellcaster on Kislev is gone, there are no more spells on the battlefield for Kislev to cast. And that means there is no more Chalice of Blood and Darkness to be activated to give the Sorcerer Prophet his healing. So even with the ice, Ice Witch routing is actually a blessing in disguise. That means the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire cannot recover any HP to pull back the balance of power, while the rest of the Streltsies are just unloading everything into the poor Chaos Dwarf Lord. Another Burning Head onto the Armored Corsairs, but they are indeed armored and they don't care about the Burning Head as much. And all that Focus Fire just nuked the poor Sorcerer Prophet of Fire. Man, that's brutal damage. But yeah, pretty good damage on from the Bullseye Renders, but unfortunately the Streltsies are doing some solid work this game, and the Griffin Legion is always very solid. Okay, that's done. We've seen that before. Is that even meme? I don't know. But this also doesn't feel like meme either. Because the thing is, you still have 2 Grail Cavalry. I guess you have Outbreak the Borderloo. Alright, cool. Let's just jump in and see what happens over this one. Alright, hold on a second. Let me just quickly load in and check some stuff. Alright, cool. Army builds: Bretonnia, front line of peasant mob, second line of men-at-arms, third line of peasant bows, and then the fourth line of knights of the realm. In disguise, demogryphs leading, accompanying Outbreak the Borderloo, and supporting him on the ground is a caster of some sort. Oh, there's also a Feud Trebuchet. Blessed Feud Trebuchet, so Bathwater version of Feud Trebuchet. Caster Damsel of Heavens on the ground. Oh, a Grail Knight's in the middle as well. The caster Damsel of Heavens with only Chain Lightning, and on the other side of the battlefield, 4 units of Hawkland Long Rifles. That's a lot of long-range firepower, and then a line of spears with shields, plus a few halberdiers just encircling the missile core. A couple units of Empire Knights, hoping to get a little bit more mass to block the Bretonian Cav. Oof. With the ridge in the middle, there's no line of sight for the Hawkland Long Rifles to snipe the Trebuchet. And the Trebuchet bombarding them forces them to move forward. While the Master Engineer tries to shoot at the Royal Hippogriff Knights. Okay, getting some good hits in. We'll have to fast forward a bit, as the Feud Trebuchet is just blasting away at the Hawkland Long Rifles, taking some pretty good damage at this point. We'll have to keep fast forward as the Hawkland Rifles try to shift around the formation to get an angle on the Blessed Feud Trebuchet. But at this point, one of them is already down to half health, and yeah, they're not really okay. And the Master Engineer is just YOLOing himself into oh no, YOLOing himself into the demogryphs. The dollars below, though, just absolutely nuking whatever is inside, whatever infantry units inside in the vicinity. The problem is that Outbreak and the Royal Hippogriffs are in the fray, and they're just working down the health of the Master Engineer. Now the Hawkland Long Rifles are shifting around to shoot at the peasant men-at-arms. They should be shooting at the peasants, peasant bows, if anything. And do they have enough? Okay, they don't really have enough range to get to the Royal Hippogriffs, but the Master Engineer really needs to start pulling back to the main formation. The rest of the Bretonian Cav is rushing in though, and the Empire Knights are not in position to stop them. Oof, this hurts a lot. As the Empire Knights are too busy fighting the Knights of the Realm in the forest, nothing is able to stop the other Knights of the Realm here, running rampant among the Bretonian formations. Oof, this is brutal. While the Master Engineer is kind of left to dry on the other side of the battlefield, unable to do much as he's stuck in a bunch of Grail Cav. Speaking of Grail Cav, the Grail Knights themselves are slamming into the spears, not doing a lot of damage. They don't have their lance formation on, and the spears were braced. But yeah, they're just kind of disrupting their formation, trying to drag them out of position, while the Knights of the Realm over here will be rear charging a bunch of Empire Knights. Hawkland Rifles doing some good damage overall, but yeah, they are they have been massively disrupted. Even Damsel of Heaven is YOLOing herself into battle, trying to just make the Heartland rifles stop shooting, as they're now putting a dent in the Royal Hippogriff Knight's HP. Remember, they don't have any healing due to the fact that it is a Chain Lightning caster and a Chain Lightning caster only. So the damage they took is permanent. Good news for the Bretonnians though, because the Empire Knights are fighting so close to the white line. Once they get terrified, they're just gonna route straight off the white line and never come back. Not that they're gonna stay around for too long anyways. One of them touched the white line and the entire unit will be gone. No, they're still around for some reason. Oh wait, no, both. This is the other unit of Empire Knights, and both of them are gone now. So no more, nothing else remaining to protect the Empire backline. It's just free real estate for the Bretonnian army. Just gonna fast forward here as the archers just rain shots into the state troops. Heartland rifles are shot dead. It is just down to a single master engineer with less than half health. Honestly, it's not gonna even matter to the Grail Cav. The Hippogriff Knights are diving it down to just wreck the remaining state troops. Albrecht the Borderloo charging in, and because he is attacking from a rear angle, the Master Engineer actually couldn't fire back other than using the steam gun. I don't think he can even use the steam gun to fire back, maybe? Yeah, anyways. At this point, it doesn't matter, and yeah. Too much AP damage, and we'll be finishing off the steam tank. Very good damage from the Royal Hippogriff Knights and Grail Knights. I do believe this is more of a meta build, unfortunately. And yeah. GG to both players. For this one though, a very valiant effort of the Master Engineer just YOLOing himself into the last few trebuchet, shut down the artillery for a bit to buy the Heartland rifles a little bit of time to shoot. But yeah, it's unfortunate. This is too weak of a... Oh, this is also a bit of a rule break. That is... Oh, wait, no. These are halberdiers and these are spears. That's fine. But yeah. Very unfortunately, the Heartland rifles just don't have enough time to shoot because the state troops were too weak to stop the Grail Cavalry from pushing in, and Knights of the Realm. Also, they have too much of a gap in the back line, and the Empire Knights were out of position to protect the box. Okay, next up. Nurgle's PA versus Race. Interesting. I know Nurgle's PA did say that the... I think Nurgle's PA was mentioning it might be a bit of a... It might be a bit of meta in my army, but I don't know if this is the case here. I'm seeing a lot of Streltsies and a Drazina Lord. So I don't know. Let me just quickly hydrate. Oh god, I shouldn't have picked this map, I think. What the fuck is this? Anyways, army builds. Empire going for a lot of mobility here. Outriders, 2, 3, 4 of them. One of them grenade launchers. Actually, 2 of them grenade launchers. 5 Outriders in total, 2 of them grenade launchers. And Knights of Black Rose and regular Empire Knights mixed in together. Hammer of Witches at the back there, surrounded by a bunch of spears, including the Grendel's defenders, want to snipe out some Kislev units. Outriders bursting in some damage, but a lot of shots just kind of went all over the place and not actually landing. If anything, the grenade launchers are doing more damage than the Outriders. And they come in again and try to shoot again. But here comes the counterfire from the Cossacks of Spears as for the Kislev. Oh, there's also Gout in the skies, leading army with only Searing Doom to bombard enemy formation. For the Kislevite army, front line of Kislevite warriors, second line of second line of Cossacks and Streltsies, front line of regular Cossacks and Streltsies, just more Cossacks and Streltsies. Little Grom shooting from afar, and where's the caster? It's Orica with Melkovs and Pit of Shades. In the back there are some Kosovo dervishes guarding the rear alongside a hidden wing lancers unit. And yeah, the Empire skirmishers tries to get close and shoot and skirmish down the Kislev warriors and whatnot, but the Cossacks with their missiles are firing back and are doing some pretty good damage overall. And every time the grenade launchers come in, do some good damage, they're taking more damage in return. At least the Hammer of Witches is hammering the Little Grom. Stirring Doom from Gout attempting to burst down the Streltsies, but nice micro from Race actually dodged that, and at this point the Empire decided to concede because I suppose they can't really out-skirmish. They can't really outshoot this Kislev army with all the shooting in there. And they just kind of get shot up pretty bad. Like, a lot of their Outriders, every time they move in and try to shoot, they just took more damage than they dealt. So, I don't blame Nurgle's PA to just give up on that one. Alrighty, three final battles actually. Three final battles. Very cool Tzeentch versus Vamps are round. Okay, let's see what happens in this one. So, the Tzeentch army going very, very elite. 2 chosen, 2 regular halberd warriors, and 2 furies, 2 Tzeentch furies, 1 regiment of renown, Doom Knights. Forgot their name, kind of. The Knights of Immolation, yeah. And a couple of furies, and leading the army, a Chaos Lord of Tzeentch accompanied with the Blue Scribes. Also a single Exalted Hero of Tzeentch, all of them on disc, to deal with the... in case they have to deal with Vampire Coast air power, and also just for more convenient disruption against enemies. Now for the rest of the Vampire Coast army, front line of pistol mobs, second line of some death gods actually, 2 of them, and then a ton of handgun mobs, a few animated hulks for the AP damage, and a single Lamprey's Revenge. Yeah, leading the army, Luther Harkon, plus a single fleet captain of Vampire lore to support them, and that's it for the army build. Now let's just get the battle commenced. Now the question for the Vampire Coast is what can they do to stop the Tzeentch air power? And I think the answer is nothing really. Yeah, Knights of Immolation freely just, I guess the handguns focus fire can work them down, but there's a lot of Chaos Furies around, and that Knights of Immolation just poop a ton of fire onto them, while Luther Harkon is getting heavily pressured by all the Tzeentch single entities, forcing him to dive down into the support of handguns and also Lamprey's Revenge. Handguns are doing some good damage to the Blue Scribes, who does have armor-piercing weapon strength. So, yeah, Luther Harkon will take more damage. Oh, and he's weak to fire. Damn, minus 20% fire. Oh, because he's on a Terror guy, so he has regeneration. And yeah, handguns are raining fire onto the Blue Scribe, trying to shut down the Tzeentch missile, magic support. Chaos Furies are moving in, trying to threaten and shut down the handgun mobs. Now the Chaos Lord and the Exalted Hero of Tzeentch are coming in, trying to hack through Luther Harkon's HP. The Lamprey's Revenge needs to come in and help out, while the Blue Scribes is just sitting back on the far side there, chipping away the health of the Death Gods and whatnot with the shots. But yeah, Lamprey's Revenge really needs to get in and help Luther Harkon. As Death Gods, they are fighting against the Chaos Warriors, so they're doing some good damage. Pistol Off somehow decided to go into melee fight instead of like staying back and shoot, so a bit of a mistake in micro, I suppose. And yeah, a Bolt of Change. Yep, Bolt of Change going after Luther Harkon, doing some really good damage. Luther Harkon really needs to fight something else like the Furies instead of the double anti-large armor piercing heroes. Knights of Immolation still moving around, while the Furies manage to shut down, silence one of the handgun mobs for now. Yeah, the handgun mobs really need to start shooting at something instead of just kind of wasting time shifting around. Alright, Furies are coming in to kill them and say bye-bye to this handgun mob. On the far side there, Chaos Warriors actually got cut down by the Death Gods. Pretty good work there. The problem are the Chosens at this point. There's a lot of elite halberds to deal with. Furies have managed to almost finish off one handgun mobs, the other is also close to crumbling, but the animated hosts are here to screen them out. Knights of Immolation still roaming around the battlefield, threatening to shut down certain Vampire Coast units. And also Luthor Harkon is just not doing anything here. Like, he is shooting, but only 300 damage. Oh, this sucks. The guy sucks now, really. Like, if this is Noctilus, at least he can like do damage with Wraith of Storm and Melkoths against the Tzeentch army, but it's Luthor Harkon. He can't cast spells despite being a Vampire Lord. But yeah, the chosen halberds are actually outlasting. They might actually outlast the Death Gods here, despite the Death Gods anti-infantry and all that. And all that regeneration. Now Luthor Harkon is stuck in the sky against the Knights of Immolation, and this is not a good fight for him. He needs to get the support from Lamprey's Revenge. He needs to just dive down and stay inside the formation of the Lamprey's Revenge, because oh god, the two anti-large, one anti-large character is in, the other is still busy flying around to get the other Vampire Fleet character. Blue Scribe is also shooting at Luthor Harkon, putting him on fire with the Tzeentch Flame contact effect, limiting part of the invocation of the hack here. He's trying to heal back up, but he's also taking quite a bit of damage from Blue Scribe, slowly chipping away his health, and also the on fire effects limiting his healing. Now over here, Lamprey's Revenge are here to try and save the Vampire Fleet Captain. Another Bolt of Change. Oh god, that's another Bolt of Change. And yeah, doing some good damage, but the most important thing is Luthor Harkon is almost done for. Now he's just trying to get the hell away from the Blue Scribes and trying to get some infantry support. And there was an earlier breath attack from Luthor Harkon, doing some pretty good damage against the Chosens of Tzeentch. So there's that, but I don't know how much he can do against these two characters right now. Luthor Harkon is running for his life, trying to scurry away on the ground, but took another hit from the Blue Scribe here. The animated Hulks are rushing in, trying to save the Leash Lord. Luthor Harkon got his life stable right now. Oh, a devastating fire. Wait, what is that spell again? Oh shit, I can't even see that. Bolts off. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me just quickly check. What's the spell name again? Wait, hold on. Lord of Fire, Piercing Bolts of Burning. Yeah, Piercing Bolts of Burning, just blasting away some of the Death Gods. Those Scribes continue to chip away the animated Hulks from afar. Yeah, and on the far side, so the hero of Tzeentch is finishing off Luthor Harkon. Luthor Harkon is dead, and that's going to be mass crumbling from all the low leadership units of the of all these zombie mobs. The animated Hulks are not in a good shape either. Blue Scribes barely managed to survive, and yeah, that might just be it. There are some shots firing in here and there from the gunnery mobs, some pistols, some handguns, but yeah, I don't think that's going to matter too much at this point. Actually, maybe, perhaps there's still a chance for them to finish off the characters of Tzeentch, but if Blue Scribe somehow got a regrowth or Earthblood, they might actually come back with a bit of healing and just pull back the balance of power, despite the fact that it's actually in favor of the Vampire Counts right now. Oh, another invocation of the hack from the Vampire Fleet Captain here, replenishing the hit points of the depleted Lamprey's Revenge, trying to keep them in the fight. And there's no more Warp Flame effect. Actually, there's still some from the Blue Scribe shots, but they're not targeting the Lamprey's Revenge right now, so the Lamprey's at least doesn't have their healing limited for now. Animated Hulks though taking more and more damage from the anti-large attacks of the Exalted Hero, while the Lamprey's Revenge needs to stay in the fight to start shooting at the to keep shooting at the characters. The problem is that the Chosens are still in here, and they are doing some really efficient damage against the against the Lamprey's Revenge. The Lamprey's Revenge might have healing and regeneration, but they just can't outlast the Tzeentch anti-large armor piercing. Really, it looks like pistol mobs are firing in, trying to do as much damage as possible. It's just not quite enough to save their monstrous friends. At least the animated host on the far side is finishing up the rest of the Chosen. But can they finish? Oh no, this is a direct damage spell. What is it gonna be? A Soul Stealer. Oh god, this is a horribly good RNG for the blue scribes. Not only draining the rest of the health from these Vampire Coast units away, but also getting healing for the blue scribes himself. So balance of power on the Vampire Coast side is shrinking, while the Tzeentch army actually got a bit of boost in their balance of power, and as a result, despite beating back the exalted hero of Tzeentch, the blue scribe got a bit HP back and a bit more barrier as well, while the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch is still very much healthy and finishing off the rest, just grinding through the rest of the Vampire Coast army. We're just gonna fast forward here as some tattered Chosens actually came back, and another bolt of change hit the fleet captain, Vampire fleet captain, and yeah, that is the victory of Tzeentch. Somehow managed to pull back a win with the super elite anti-large armor piercing halberds, including the Lord the Hero, both doing some excellent damage, and the Chosens. Yeah, the Chosens. They didn't actually earn back their value, but definitely damn close. Chaos Warriors with their halberds not doing as well, but yeah. Even the blue scribe earned back way more than they cost. Vampire Coast though, not way more, but definitely slightly more than their cost. Vampire Coast though, the Death Gods did fine. Handguns did okay, but there's just too much mobility pressure to keep them in bay, and Luther Harkon sucks. Luther Harkon absolutely sucks. Like, the missile damage is shit, and yeah, it's pretty much that. Oh wait, no, this is the last battle then. Okay, yeah, but yeah, Luther Harkon absolutely sucks ass. Very unfortunate. Like he used to be like a good kite lord, where he just flies around, nobody can hit him or catch him, and he just pokes away at your characters, and eventually get enough damage done. But with the increase of HP on ultra unit size, their missile damage didn't get increased. So like, effectively they are less lethal. Like, all the missile characters really are just less lethal. Marcus Wolfheart is good because of his net, not his damage. The rest of the characters, they don't have the same toolkit, so they just kind of sucks. Like, you don't really see missile heroes these days unless they have a net and you have to bring them for it. Alright, one last fight. Whoa. Loki of Felhard. Loki of Felhard versus Archaon the Ever-Chosen. Haven't seen this guy in a while. Sometimes I like to bring him on foot just cause why not. But yeah, Rusto with Dark Elves versus Warriors of Chaos of General Eisenbart. Dark Elves going for a very elite army. 3 units of Black Gods of Nagaron, 2 Shades, 2 Black Corsairs with handbows, 1 Hydra. No, this is not Hydra. This is shit. This is a Charybdis, and a single spellcaster of Death, Sorceress, with Spirit Leech and Doom and Darkness. This might not be as effective against Archaon, because Archaon, if he brought he did not bring Crown of Domination, so there is no. Oh, at least he has a Paragon of Ruin, so it adds a bit of immune to psychology. Anyways, General Eisenbart going with 2 Marauder Horsemen, who are already trying to skirmish away. A front line of Chaos Warriors mixed in with Marauders, and a single Soul of Damnation condemning the Black Gods of Nagaron here, just blasting away at their formations. I think the missile tracking actually helped the Soul of Damnation for sure, making the shots more accurate these days, but almost a quarter of the unit gone from the Shade unit. And also, wait, hold on. Yeah, they have extra reload speed due to their Soul Devourer ability. When enemy presence in their ability range. Oh, because Loki fell hot. Oh, he's not on foot, he's on dragon. You know, I rarely see him on a dragon, but yeah. Anyways, he's flying over. So the Soul of Damnation actually got the ability going, and yeah, if he actually adds the boom ability on top, that might do some really good damage. But yeah, he doesn't have the boom, or he has activated already. But a breath attack from the Black Dragon, still aiming at the Soul of Damnation, despite the Soul of Damnation crew try to dismount and run away. I guess they just ran away a little too late. And yeah, this is a bit of a DPS loss due to the crew running away. And in the front line, Marauder Horsemen are taking more and more damage from the counter skirmish of the Black Corsairs. One of them absolutely shattered. Oh, and also the Shades shooting back as well. And now the Sword of Damnation, the artillery model took a lot of damage. If the Loki had just dropped down and tried to charge it, it might actually finish it off. But with the Swords of Chaos and the Armored Chaos Trolls on the side, he doesn't dare to do it yet. Eventually he might do it, but not now for sure. Shades are at the back there. Chaos Warhounds harassing them alongside the Marauder Horsemen, but that's just a lot of counter fire coming in, and they're just taking a lot of damage. Another shot from the Soul of Damnation, trying to really burst down those Shades, but Loki Ferhat really patiently recharging his missiles. Oh, a second breath attack, and the artillery model is gone. Very unfortunate for the Soul of Damnation. Despite still having a lot of ammo remaining. Yeah, that's a whole unit gone, and they are not even near to earning back their own value. Searing Doom from Archaon chipping through the health of the Black Gods of Nagaron, while the Doom and Darkness upgraded version is nuking the leadership of the Chaos Warriors. They might actually straight up terror out, because Archaon is not in the vicinity to give them that immune to psychology. They're almost terror routing, almost. Is Archaon gonna make it in time to keep them in the fight? Nope, they're terror routed. The immune to psychology is too late, and they're stuck in that terror routing state. Marauders are pushing through the rather narrow Dark Elf front line, and are trying to go after the Shades, but the Shades are just kind of shooting and scooting. Warhounds going after the Black Corsairs, but not necessarily a good choice here. Black Corsairs do have pretty decent melee fighting stats and heavy armor, so they can beat back the Warhounds no problem at all. Balance of Heart is already in the favor of Dark Elves, especially after losing this important and expensive piece of artillery for the Warriors of Chaos. Now Loki Ferhat is in the mix here, fighting alongside the Charybdis with its anti-large and the Black Guards of Nagaron. And Archaon is stuck here, being surrounded by anti-large armor piercing on two of the units, and then armor piercing from Loki Ferhat. Loki Ferhat also have the Dreaded Duelist ability that he can activate, yeah, to add more melee attack and defense for himself. Not that he really needs it anyways. He does have the Kraken's Helm of the Kraken, to add some healing for himself as long as he's in melee. So as the battle goes by, with the Chaos Trolls all that eliminated, the Dark Elf army is actually gaining on balance of power, with Loki Ferhat receiving some healing from himself. Chaos Trolls are now engaging into combat alongside the Chaos Warriors, but unfortunately they probably won't beat the Black Gods of Nagaron with all those Shade support. Oof. The Death Sorceress is taking a lot of damage from a sniping attempt from Archaon the Everchosen. But here comes Loki Ferhat and the Charybdis, stopping him in his tracks and just beating up Archaon. And that should be it, as Archaon flees. The rest of the army falls apart as well for Warriors of Chaos, and victory belongs to the Dark Elves with, yeah, General Eisenberg has to concede, because the Chaos Dwarf crew of the Soul of Damnation refuses to rout away. They're unbreakable, so yeah. GG to the players. Yeah. The Soul of Damnation attempted to do damage, but unfortunately there's nothing to counteract the Black Dragon flying over and blasting the hell out of the Soul of Damnation, so yeah, unfortunately the artillery, which could have carried Warriors of Chaos for the game, was not able to do much in this battle here. All the Black Gods of Nagaron plow through the enemy infantry line and just cut down the Chaos Trolls, with the Black Corsairs and Shades all doing a solid job. But mostly, somehow, Loki Ferhat carried the game. The Warriors of Chaos army here, oof, the Sword of Chaos took a lot of damage from something. I think it's the Shades shooting them up or something. That sucks a lot. Archaon tried to carry the game after the Soul of Damnation died, but nothing too successful here. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today's stream and today's tournament. I hope you all enjoy it. I know despite I say that this is a meme tourney, it's not exactly everyone is bringing a full meme army. I myself probably should have bring something more funny, if anything. But yeah, I'll try to bring another meme tourney at some point in the future. Hopefully, I do want to do the whole forcing players to take builds off your opponent. yeah, and make it more of a meme build, because at that point everyone is incentivized to make as shitty of a build as possible. Because if you give your opponent a good build, that means you're just gonna get fucked over by a good build you by yourself. By a good build that you make it yourself. So there's no point in making a good build, literally. Like that is a scenario where I just turned off, just made some basic rules where, like, just so people don't make their armies too useless. And yeah, other than that, people just feel free to take like any OP combos they want, if they want to fight it themselves. But yeah, I will have to maybe I will do it next week if I have enough time. I'll figure out something this weekend, so we'll probably know whether we can do that tournament next week, same time, Wednesday UK evening, hopefully. And yeah, but other than that, I hope you all enjoy the stream and enjoy the tournament. Thank you for everyone for joining the tourney, and congratulations to Serif for winning the finals in this battle with Bretonnia. And anyways, a quick apology for not having for asking for a meme build but not really delivering that experience. Hopefully I'll figure something else out next time for the faction wars. Probably not going to do a meme build anymore, because it's really hard to enforce by just vaguely saying, hey, please take a meme build, and some players will still take a relatively meta build. I also myself thought my build is relatively meme, but it might not be meme enough in everyone's eyes. So I just need to define the rule set better next time, honestly. But yeah, probably faction wars won't be in a meme format anymore. But the rest of the, but I will just do specific meme tournaments if I want. If I manage to organize something. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out.